guys would like to introduce yourselves, and we will start with, if I'm on the right screen here, we'll start with Jack because he's on the left.
Oh, what? Mouth.
Wrong character. That's Jeffrey. He's yesterday. We will skip Jack because he's busy swallowing his tongue. We will go for Andrew.
Andriga is a young elf. She's a aspected sorceress and also quite the depth rigger. I mean, you want me to do an in-depth thing every week?
No, you don't have to be too in-depth. That's fine. We will go next to Kenichi.
Yeah, Kenny is a Oni from Japan, an offshoot of an orc. He's a technomancer that is slowly figuring out how to actually be somewhat effective with his abilities.
And we have Kai.
Kai is a entry specialist street samurai with wings and mood hair. Although she has wings, she cannot fly with them because they are mundane instead of magical. So that's basic. Oh, and Kai likes to fight. That's about it.
And maybe Jack has gotten over his choking problem.
Yeah. All the food is inside me now. Yes, I'm Jack. I'm obviously a human, and I'm a mystical adept of some great powers, but I don't really have many powers. I can just turn into other people, and occasionally I can knock myself out by touching them.
Occasionally, huh? And we may or may not meet. You'll probably want to introduce yourself a little bit more in depth. Well, not yet, actually. Just a brief introduction.
Well, I'm Els. I'm playing Clutch, and I will. That's pretty much my brief introduction. I mean,
that's perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So for our other players, have you done anything since your last mission?
Conquered the world, of course.
Jack initiated.
Kai purchased some stick and shock ammunition.
Andriga got a deeper understanding of magic, or at least spellcasting.
And he should probably do something with his karma, but he has not yet. He's also still figuring his character out. And he's saving his money because eventually we need a van, and those aren't cheap.
No, they are not. All right. Well, anything you would like to be doing now? Just lazing about the safe house?
Finding the next job.
So how are you going about finding the next job?
Is there... Sorry?
No, you go first.
Oh, I was just... I think I asked this already, but is there some variant in Denver of like Jack Point or something like that?
Well, Jack Point is matrix wide. I'm sure they have a little corner for Denver.
Okay.
And you have not found the location, if it still exists, of the Nexus yet.
So Kenny would probably poke around Jack Point, look for anybody talking about anything that seems lucrative.
I think Kai would probably hang around in, I believe it was Paradise Lane that we visited last game, where the ex Shadowrunners had opened up a bunch of shops.
That was Paradise Lane, yes.
There's a bar that Kai never got a chance to investigate.
Spiritual. Very spiritual bar, right?
Sure, spiritual.
Well, it's run by spirit, so it must be spiritual, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the spirits in the bar. You know,
Well,
the
I
ones you
think
drink.
I think she was. She was talking about the.
I'm
spirit
just
bar.
waiting for the puns. Go ahead, get it out of your system.
I don't see what you're talking about with all these puns. I mean, it's very astral of you, man.
You are talking about the hole in the wall. It's a bar like most
Yeah.
bars with a twist, and it's not a twist of lime.
What's a
Lemon.
twist?
It's run by Frantic. So you're going to the hole in the wall?
Yes.
Frantic is a fire spirit.
Ooh. I bet he
A
makes
free
a
fire
killer
spirit.
cocktail.
Lots of flaming cocktails. And I will show you a picture of Frantic.
Andrew will have to go with you as well, and she's gonna have to ask for everything to be heavily on the rocks.
That is the guise that Frantic uses.
Okay.
Look, I couldn't find a flaming bartender image, so
Well, Kai is going to order something dirty in a clean glass.
well that you can definitely get.
What's the legal age for drinking in Colorado? Though it's technically a separate country, the part we're in, isn't it? Because I'm trying to remember. Because there's UCAS and
This
another
is
country.
this is controlled by Ghostwalker.
Okay, so what did the dragon think? All humans are too young to drink, or all humans are so young anyway? It doesn't matter.
I feel like I feel like Ghostwalker doesn't care.
Booze for babies.
If you have Nuyen, you have a drink.
Then yeah,
Jack
Andrew
definitely wants to see this. He wants to see the kid get drunk for the first time.
That's right. I've only got average body. I can handle it.
Hell, if we're all going to the bar, Kenny will come along.
All right. Road trip.
So have you guys looked at the actual Google map that I shared with you?
Actually, I did, and then couldn't figure out how to turn the overlay off, which was really weird when I was trying to legitimately using Google Maps.
Yeah, you. Well, I don't know as a viewer, but it's possible to do. You should be able to turn viewing of certain layers off.
Yeah, I got it eventually, but at one point I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm going to somewhere in the UCAS? What?"
But Paradise Lane is on the city map in game right here. Basically, that arrow point is covering the center of Paradise Lane. It's that 2 block east-west section. No, not 26. That's Smoky Hill Marketplace. That's something different. Yeah, I've put Clutch on the map so you can see also, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
Because when I hover over it, there doesn't appear to be any marker on it other than 26 nearby, which is definitely something different for sure.
Well, that's weird. It just had a marker and now it's gone. What?
I mean, I
So-
hover over nothing and I see Paradise Lane, but
Wait, where do you see Paradise Lane when you hover? There's a problem that's popped up recently with Roll20 with tokens that disappear, and that may have just happened.
no token for you.
I also can see it.
So whatever hacker stole all of Kenny's Nuyen is also messing with our Mapsoft.
Clearly.
That sounds about right.
Did we
It
not
definitely
get
does.
Kenny's money back?
Who what?
Did we not get Kenny's money back?
I'm sure I'll track it down eventually.
Don't worry, Kenny. I'll spot you for drinks.
There we go. I have replaced the Paradise Lane mouse over. All right. So, anything else? You're having drinks at the hole in the wall, and the spirit is very friendly. They identify as she.
So Paradise, we've got 2 Paradise Lanes, or it's just number 22, I guess.
It's just number 22. Why? Where else are you seeing it? Oh, that's what happened to it. It got dragged. There. Now it's dead.
There we go.
No, we knew it for so little time.
Yeah.
Luckily, there's a complete clone of it further up.
Are there any other unique bar patrons when we walk in?
No, the place is pretty empty.
What time of the week / day is it?
What time of day would you like it to be?
Well, it's pretty empty, so it's obviously like 1 p.m., right?
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but yeah, sure, it's 1 p.m.
You got to beat the rush, pre-game.
I mean, we can come back later instead if people want to. I don't mind. It's just when I hear an empty bar, I automatically think it must be middle of the day, right?
Usually, unless it's a really bad bar.
Yeah, but this doesn't seem like a bad bar.
No, it's a fairly nice place. I mean, it's not the Ritz or anything, but it's not terrible. As the other stores, shops, etc. that you visited on Paradise Lane, it's in fair shape. It's been taken care of, though it is barricaded to protect against gangers that may decide they want to attack.
Would they I was simply going to say, would there happen to be like a rigger just, casually hanging out at the bar?
No, there is not.
Just, I mean,
Nope.
okay.
All right. While we are getting Endriger some drinks, Jack's gonna reach out to maybe Edna, see if she knows of any jobs currently going on in the Denver.
I'm waiting for the contact. Contact.
Yeah, like I clicked it a long time ago.
Oh, my stupid chat is doing its not scrolling thing.
She is a talismanga, darling.
I was gonna say you're calling a talismonger for a job. What do you want to go dig in the desert and find me some talismans to sell?
No, she makes them.
Does she though? Have you seen her make them?
Yeah, I lived with her for 3 years when I was here in Denver.
I see. Oh, is this your Denver contact? Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, don't you owe her a dinner?
I do believe I do. Hey, Edna, you want to hang out with us? We're at the hole in the wall.
Oh, with the frantic.
You mean the liquid dinner, darling?
You're not gonna guilt him into doing a voice.
No, that's not happening. I tried a voice once and Ski made fun of me. Never again.
I congratulated him on how good it
Scarred me for life.
He just heard scorn.
Scorned and scarred me for life. Hell hath no fury like a just scorned. Edna will see what she can scare up, but it's busy in the shadows currently, but it's a lot of locals getting the jobs. But she'll give you a call if anything comes up, or pass your name into the hat if there's a hat being passed around.
But don't forget, darling, I'm giving you so much work as a fixer, I demand my 10%.
Yep. Okay, Edna. And Jack will pass along the metal link that he bought last week.
The what?
The metal link he bought last week.
The comlink, the metalink comlink.
Oh, meta link. I was hearing meddling. I was like meddling kids. I don't get this.
Nope, that is this guy.
This is Shaggy.
Yeah, indeed.
How do you get the pictures into your connections? Because I always have a hard time getting pictures into my connections.
Square bracket followed by round brackets. The round brackets contain the actual URL. So
Okay.
And the square brackets are
whatever text
placeholder text or just like an X or something.
yeah, if you link to a website that doesn't have a GIF image or some form of recognized image, JPEG, GIF, PNG, I think, then it will just leave it as a hypertext link.
Okay.
Yeah, what he said.
So you're proceeding to try and get Andrigger intoxicated.
She's never been drunk before. Daddy wouldn't let her drink.
After about the fourth drink, y'all pick up on, well, she doesn't, but the rest of y'all pick up on the fact that Frantic may not be actually pouring alcohol in those drinks.
Are we paying for the drinks?
I assume there's a tab. Would you like to check the tab?
We better not be getting charged for those if there's no alcohol in them.
You're basically paying for a bunch of Shirley Temples. Hey, hey, I'm a spirit. I do still have a conscience.
Drinking is easy. I'm never going to get drunk with this.
Jack will give her one of his drinks.
Jack doesn't have a conscience.
Apparently not.
Jack. To be fair, in Australia, and I think most states of the US, she is legally an adult and legally allowed to drink, right?
Yeah.
If she's 21.
In the U.S., most states will allow you if you have your parents there and your parents buy the drinks for you.
Well, it's still illegal. It's just most establishments may look past it.
Actually, that's incorrect. It's illegal to sell alcohol to people who are not 21 years of age, but consumption is not regulated.
Actually, in Wisconsin, you can sell it to people that are underage as long as their parents consent.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's the same way in Ohio. So like they're not selling it to the minor, they're selling it to the parents. And
The minor's just the delivery vehicle.
The responsible party.
Yeah.
Well,
if the parent wants to do it.
The fact that you all have studied how to get alcohol to minors is only slightly disturbing.
I only know Australia's laws because that's applicable to me.
I'm just hoping you were all minors when you looked into these things.
These are all things I learned when I was in the military and was allowed to drink underage.
Yep.
By the government.
I was 17 when I went in, and I was out just shortly after I became legal to drink, and yeah, I had my fill in that 3 years.
My parents, because both my parents had family members who were alcoholic, they were really big on making sure that we didn't have a sense of taboo associated with alcohol, so that way it wouldn't cause me or my siblings to become alcoholics.
That's smart. Yeah, get the kids used to something so that they don't, crave it.
Yeah. So growing up, my parents would just if we wanted to drink a beer, my parents would let us, and we just weren't allowed to like go out.
You couldn't party hard.
Yeah.
There's different opinions on all of that, and it's probably not an appropriate thing for a Shadowrun game.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway.
You mean a game that in the previous edition had you entire mechanics about addiction and drug use?
What do you mean previous edition?
Yeah,
Well, this one doesn't have it in the CRB.
Sixth World Companion has it, I think, or it's just in the SRM rules. Either way, it is a thing. So, you guys, actually, Jack, you get a message. You don't actually get a call back from Edna, but sends you a message that she passed your name along to somebody. You might be getting a call soon.
Well, dandy. Hope it's not tonight. Andrigger might not be down from this this high by then.
Intoxication doesn't pass through jumped in, right?
I
As
feel like it would. I feel like it would.
Oh,
To-
I'm
to be-
sure. As a player, I'm sure it does, but my
It-
character does no
Isn't
idea.
there a detox spell?
To be fair, she's only had one drink technically, so like one alcoholic drink that was provided by Ski.
Well, if you're small and it's a strong enough drink and you're not used to it, those are all strikes against you.
Yeah, as long as we stay up late enough, I'm sure Andrigger will eventually be ready.
Stuff Andrigger full of starchy foods to absorb it all. Where did I put my PDFs? There they are. By the way, in case you guys hadn't noticed, there's rulebook PDFs for the major rulebooks.
And we have confirmed that we cannot download it, so.
Yes.
Mine are all PDFs, so.
Well, no, but in Roll20 so that it's accessible there. Just in case somebody's missing one of the major books. So you have a night out on the town, or at least a night out in the hole in the wall.
Or at least a late afternoon out.
So are you guys just kind of talking amongst yourselves? Are you schmoozing frantic? Are you talking to any randos that come in?
All of the above.
What sort of randos frequent this bar?
I mean, regular citizens.
Greetings, regular citizen. How are you this fine afternoon?
I am gonna stab you.
So, we're down here on Paradise Lane, which already serves an interesting amount of clientele, and we're in this fancy bar that's run by a fire spirit, and we don't see anybody interesting come in.
Depends on your definition of interesting. How are you defining interesting?
Well, I mean, I feel like Andrigger's talking to everyone.
She's acting drunker than she is simply because she thinks that's the way she should act and she feels the buzz, I guess.
Oh, I was just curious if there were any other people at our line of work that frequent the area. People that walk in that obviously look like they know how to handle themselves and probably don't get their pay from a 9 to 5.
Not at this time. I mean, your knowledge is that the street is many of the businesses on the street are run by retired runners, so they probably don't want a whole lot of trouble in the area.
Yeah.
So it's a fairly uneventful night, and I don't know how late you're staying out.
What about 8 or 9 p.m.?
Yeah, Andrew's gonna cut wild and stay out till 10 p.m.
Oh my. Living life.
Now, Andrigger, I don't want you to start thinking like that this is okay for normal behavior, but just this once.
Well, we did celebrate. I mean, we succeeded on our second mission, right? And we got to celebrate. She's obviously acting a little more drunk than you think she should be. Obviously, Ski must have put in a double dose of booze in the One Drink or something.
Maybe you have an allergy.
I haven't yet. Can you find negative qualities?
A lightweight.
Well, I mean, she's not exactly small for a female. I mean, other than being very scrawny. I mean, she's technically my height. It's just, a lot less mass.
I don't know how tall you are.
Like 5'9", I think, in your units.
You can say freedom units.
Well, Imperial doesn't quite sound right, does it? But yeah.
You can just say the King's units.
Oh, too soon.
He waited an entire 24 hours. It's perfectly fine.
Well,
Oh,
technically,
no, I mean-
like 28 hours.
Well, no, I mean we're talking centuries. I mean, it was designed and developed by a king.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, usually it's called Imperial, but yeah.
the
Which is
following
done by-
the following day, you all receive a message, somewhat cryptic. It just says, "Heard about you through a mutual friend. If you're interested in some work, meet me at Sam's number 3 at we'll say noon." You guys did hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And we all got that information? No.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably would have Kenny. Can Kenny set us up like a pan, or are we still we're relying on Andrigger for that, right?
Well, I assume Kenny's pan is better, but does the pan last for a Technomancer when he's asleep? Or?
That's an interesting question. I don't know that that's covered in the rules.
I'm gonna say it does. It's like a reflexive action, just because it just makes things easier.
It's all
Fair enough.
techno-magical.
And Clutch, you received a similar message from your favorite fixer.
All right.
What is Kenny's firewall rating out of curiosity?
6.
So it's actually only as good as my RCC. In fact, I think my RCC has
An RCC cannot protect your pan.
well, okay. I believe rules is written you can have drones or anything else stuck on.
The drones can be protected by it, but not everybody else's gear. That has been very, very thoroughly discussed with Banshee, the guy who wrote all of the rules for that stuff.
Cool.
RCCs are not intended to be something every runner buys just to protect their gear.
Well, because Technomancer things, if we're concerned, it can be 7.
You do have the living network, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 7's as good as my RCC anyway. My RCC can't go any better than 7. So Kenny it is. And we'll just wake you up if things look suspicious. Speaking of which,
Kenny, you could go actually up to 9 if you really wanted to. Wait, I don't know what your resonance is, but
Yeah, my resonance is only 4.
so yeah, if you really wanted to, you could put 3 points in firewall if you found that the need to do that. Why are you not scrolling? Ah. Code is 1. Is that an old message?
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
Oh, I can hide messages. I forgot they made that a thing.
you mean whisper to the GM when you are the GM?
No, I made Shaggy disappear. Apparently, I made Baron disappear too.
I don't know what happened there.
I am powerful.
Maybe
no,
I was
all the powers
clicking
go
on
into his
something, but Roll20 turned into like a 404 for a second.
What am I doing wrong with that?
So this place that we're asked to meet, I'm assuming it's
It is a diner. It is a diner, yes. It's a diner called Sam's Number 3. I don't have much more description of it. Apparently, it still stands battered but defiant, even despite the fact that the ZDF patrols pass by. It stays in business, so it must not have total garbage food.
EDF.
Zone Defense Forces. Ghost Walkers, jackboots.
Right. I was just trying to figure out the relevance in scaring off clientele.
Well, I mean, they're jackboots. Unless you're Ghostwalker or Ghostwalker allied, then, they're friendly. So, are you going to do things before you go there? Are you going to go there? What's the deal? Help me out here. I'm trying not to railroad you along.
The message that we received, was there any intel attached to it?
Nope.
I'm assuming if we tried to do any form of digital forensics, it would lead to a metal link that's now in a garbage somewhere.
I don't know. You could try.
Go for it, Kenny.
I don't even know what I would be rolling to try and trace this message.
I believe there is an actual trace icon.
We can boost your intuition. I believe Jack's probably going to be the best at boosting your ability since he's going to have a higher sorcery score than me.
What are we boosting?
Intuition, I think it is for trace icon, isn't it?
Yes, it is intuition. If we're attempting to track down where this message came from.
Yeah, Jack will do that. Jack first has to boost his own charisma. He will do that. Make sure I got my extra dice for my power focus.
So the problem with your image, Kai, is that it doesn't end with JPG or PNG or GIF.
Gotcha.
So I go with 3 hits on that to give me a +4, and then I roll my drain.
And die.
So let me double check one thing really quick, because I think okay, so I can't roll the wild die on the drain.
What is the wild die from?
Magician's Way.
Ah, okay.
Metamagic Initiation.
Yeah, you had told me about that.
Yep. 5 hits. It is a base value of 3. I will spend 2 edge to boost that up.
You're just gonna knock a 4 up,
Yeah, knock a 4 up, so that'll be 6 hits.
which nullifies your drain.
Yep, no drain. And then I will cast it, increase attributes for Ken. And I will use those 3 hits to drain for myself. I only used 1 point of edge last time because I used 1 from attribute mastery. And this time I have to do the same thing and use my last point of edge. Drain.
So Kenny gets what? 4?
Yeah, 4 bonus dice.
No, 4 bonus intuition.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, 4 bonus intuition.
So you could put that in effects so that you could just turn it on and off since it seems to be an ongoing thing.
Yeah,
Done that occasionally.
I might do that because either my intuition or logic seems to be boosted regularly.
Or you can just add it into the modifier column for those attributes. It's just with the effects this way you have a note of what it's from.
Wait a minute. Why do I have wounds? Let me fix that really quick.
Yeah, you should probably fix that. Now watch, we'll roll like 1 hit.
You want me to just completely re-roll?
That's up to you. You had wounds. You can just roll 1 more die. It's up to you. I'll let you decide how lucky do you feel, punk. Oh, there you go. 4 hits. Okay, against Firewall and Sleaze or Willpower and Sleaze. Ooh, choices, decisions. Okay, you are able to trace the icon to that general area of town. I don't know exactly how trace icon works. I'm not going to look it up right now. But yeah, the general area of town where the establishment is, Sam's number 3. And you can identify it as, it's a burner metalink, or not a metalink, but it's a burner. That's about all you can get, but you do have a general location on it.
general location probably isn't super helpful, especially if it's already been ditched. But
I mean, I don't imagine Johnsons and Fixers ditch the phone every time they make a phone call.
yeah, true.
I mean, if they trust you enough to sit down and talk to you about a job, they probably aren't going to try to avoid you.
I was just thinking if we could go in having an idea of who we were talking to before we got there, it might be helpful. But
Yeah, this person, the way the message was signed and all, didn't really give you the impression that they wanted that to be known until you were there.
exactly, that's why it would be beneficial.
Plus, it'll show how competent we are if we show up with all their details.
You mean competent, not confident.
True. Sorry.
Right.
I thought
Well,
I said competent.
But that level of competence makes you confident.
well, Kenny unfortunately does not have that level of competence yet. So what time is it?
It's whatever time you'd like before. What did I say? Noon.
Didn't we wake up the following day? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the morning. I don't know when you guys wake up. The messages came sometime in the night while you were sleeping.
Well, I mean,
And
we
who's
could
gonna
case
sleep?
the area.
Henry's going to sleep until a massive 10 a.m. I mean, she didn't go to bed till 10 p.m., so now she's sleeping until 10 a.m. 12 hours sleep.
All right. So you guys are very quiet. What is Clutch doing? Clutch, are you from
I
Denver?
already headed there, and I'm eating basically.
Are you from Denver?
I'm like waiting for the meeting.
Is Clutch from Denver?
No, he's he's from a lot of different places, but he's recently got here, so
So
he's
a recent transplant. Fantastic.
recent transplant. He grew up here, and then he grew up in all my contacts. I mean, I didn't know we were playing in Denver, so sorry. So
That's
everything
okay.
I had was in Seattle, but
Well, no. So everybody else was like that. They all started in Seattle and had to leave for whatever reasons.
yep. So so basically, yeah, he was grew up on the East Coast. Seattle, he grew up, and then he moved to the East Coast. Now he moved back, so he had to find a new place to play. So he's in Denver now.
Excellent.
Kai just dropped out of Roll20 for some reason.
I see that.
Really? I'm still here on the.
Oh, you're back now. I think Roll20 is being funny tonight.
Yeah, because I didn't see him disappear. So
I just saw an icon disappear, and then I looked down, and they were back. So I'm assuming you guys aren't doing anything special before the meet, so I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here with dead air. If you guys are too quiet.
We don't want to speak over each other.
But it's a big city. There's things to do.
I didn't want to talk because I didn't think I was with him yet, so I didn't think you wanted me to. But yeah.
No, you're fine. I wanted to give you some time though. So you're just chilling in the diner, waiting for the time, just seeing who's there.
I'm actually eating now because it's a diner, so I'm eating,
Sure.
hanging out.
Well, I'm gonna say that you were waved over when you came in by an elven woman, and she waved you to a seat. She looks like she's elbow deep in some electronics with her comlink and some AR gloves, and has a jammer active beside her coffee cup. And she says, "Order what you want. When everybody else gets here, we'll talk."
All right, we'll do. Is it my actual contact or is it?
No, this is the person that called you.
Right.
That
All right,
Johnson.
yeah.
Your contact came from the person I gave you as a contact.
Right. I thought it was her. So.
No, it's not her. Actually, I will show you a picture of her. If you look, and I don't care if the others know. If you look in contacts NPCs, it's Carol Cat McTavish.
Oh, all right.
You should have access. It's all players.
Yeah. This summer.
Okay, so the rest of you eventually arrive. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as you come in, you see in the corner an elven woman who looks kind of tired and distracted. She's wearing a pair of AR gloves, working on her comlink. And as I said before, she has a discreet jammer active next to her cup of coffee, which may be why it was difficult to track that comlink.
Up to her. Hey, how's it going?
She just waves you, says, "Order what you need. I'll be with you in just a few more minutes." Um,
I'm looking over her shoulder at what she's doing.
I assume she's got the goggles on, or does she have a triad?
she has glasses.
Never mind.
And I'm sitting there with, like all green hair. Like I got a green goatee, big button chops. I got shaved side hair with spiky hair on top, and obviously a big chrome arm, which I seem pretty proud of because it's all chromed out. And I'm just chowing down on a big plate of food.
So you guys don't know this guy from Adam. Is he a bodyguard? Is he a coworker? What's the deal with this guy?
Yeah, he's sitting at the same table though, right?
Yeah. Not like next to her, but at the table, yes. Which one of you guys has the highest perception?
Visual or not visual?
Visual.
I think Andrigo with 9 dice is probably the highest visual perception.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, Kenny's had boosted intuition. He might have a better perception.
Nope.
I'm not sure. Okay.
I have
yeah.
no ability with that, so.
So I want Andrew to roll your perception.
There wasn't a lot of life paths that had perception, so yeah, I don't have it either.
I have 9, but that's because of my cyber eyes.
4 hits. That's excellent, actually. You do notice that there appear to be 2 mercs in the room, surreptitiously keeping an eye on this female elf. Not in an aggressive way, but more in, you suspect they're bodyguard.
Okay. Do I get the feeling that he's a bodyguard, or?
You'll have to ask him. It's hard to read him because he's just eating lunch. The bodyguards are like, eating, but not really.
So 2 bodyguards and probably a third with the other PC is what she's picking up, right?
Yeah. One of the bodyguards is, let me see, I've got that here. Their features are hidden, because, they're wearing street clothes. Their demeanor screams mercenary. And one of them is across the joint, and one is on the opposite side, kind of like, opposite lines of sight.
Gotcha. Is there anyone else in the diner, or is it was it easy to pick them out because there's practically no one else here, or is it?
There's 1 or 2 other people, obvious civilians.
Gotcha.
Kai's
In that
gonna-
case, I'll DNI text everyone that I think that she's got 2 bodyguards and possibly a third sitting with her. Although he doesn't scream bodyguard, considering he's more relaxed in eating. I mean, is Clutch more relaxed in eating, or does he look like he's constantly scanning the surroundings?
Oh no, yeah, he doesn't have a care in the world. He's just got his free meal, and he's going at it.
Kai is gonna walk up to the table, sit down next to Clutch, and start ordering whatever Clutch is having, and competitively see whether they can eat faster than Clutch.
Oh, great.
Hey, you guys gonna order something? I mean, this chicken fried thing I ordered is pretty tasty. I gotta admit.
Is it possible to sit next to the Johnson, or?
Not like directly next to her, but yeah. I mean, it's a table, so she's got one side of the table.
I'll sit on the Johnson side then. Look at her and just go. Well, do I recognize the glasses as like high quality glasses, like expensive stuff, or just cheap stuff?
It's not cheap stuff. It's not stuff that's designed to scream wealth or anything.
So they're not like gold plated glasses or anything. It's just standard glasses.
Yeah, it's just obvious glasses with AR and such in them.
Andrew will sit next to her and order the most expensive looking thing on the menu.
The real soy pancakes.
Exactly. With that, faux maple syrup.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's maple syrup, right? That's what you still call it, as opposed to the real and the fake, the maple flavored syrup or something like that.
Well, they call it maple syrup. It just doesn't necessarily come from trees. Plants are just small trees, right? So after a few more minutes, an obviously jet lagged looking lady looks up from what she was doing and introduces herself as Stiletto.
Like the shoe or the dagger?
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I'll look at her shoes. Is she wearing stilettos or not?
I'm sorry?
Is she wearing stiletto shoes, like high heels?
No, she's wearing sensible shoes. She looks like she's dressed business casual, we'll say. And she says, "So I'm interested in securing a person of interest.
Continue.
And that person is in great danger. I will pay you as a group, and I don't think you know this other person." She gestures at Clutch, but I've been told that you may need someone that can provide transportation. And this one comes recommended from a mutual acquaintance, Kat.
Yeah, I can definitely drive people.
And she says, the group of you, the 5 of you, I will pay 10,000 new yen total if you can acquire this person of interest safely for me. Or sorry, if you can acquire this person of interest. There will be a bonus if they are recovered alive. If that's not feasible, you need to recover as much data and hardware as they have with them.
Is this sort of wet work as well? Like, if we can't get them alive, we make sure no one else does?
Well, if they're alive, they'll come with you.
So they're not in danger from us, is what you're saying. You're saying we're saving them from danger.
Yes.
All right.
And are they currently being held somewhere?
No, they're in a safe house. I just haven't had communication from them in some time. That's why I flew here last night.
And so, since they're in danger, do you expect if they leave the safe house, they might be attacked?
They
We might be attacked.
You might be.
Do you know who they're in danger from?
She looks like she's gauging the lot of you. Give me a influence.
Bag's not it.
Who just asked me that? That was Kai, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Kai.
Kai, I know influence is your strong suit.
Oh yeah, totally. Untrained skill use, I believe.
Yeah, that's okay.
Charisma based.
Yep,
Oh, this is gonna be great.
it's gonna be fantastic. Oh no! She says, who they're in danger from isn't particularly of import. Let's just say that they could bring some heat down. So, being quick is important. This is time sensitive.
Good. Kai will say as their hair turns blue.
What is the blue? Is that nervous?
No, it's just calm.
Ah.
Oh,
So, are you guys just accepting a 10,000 offer? This is the GM asking.
I will look towards Jack, and in a very supportive way.
I mean, I don't. I think he could probably do better.
I mean, you're pretty new on the scene.
Are we though? Perhaps we've just been so quiet that our jobs aren't advertised that well. That's how good we are.
I have talked to Kat.
Yeah.
I know when you arrived in
If you
town.
talk to one successful customer, what about the dozens of others that could possibly be out there that you've not even conversed with?
I like your could possibly be caging your statements.
My logic is flawless.
Sure it is.
We have
So
5-star reviews.
So Andrigger is helping with 2 hits.
Yeah, and she'll say, "Well, exactly. I mean, we're professionals. We may not appear to be very Shadowrunny, but that's why you know we're good."
The fact that you use the word Shadowrunny is just helping you.
Hey, it's helped me with 2 successes worth of help, right?
Exactly. If you can't beat them with logic, beat them with confusion.
Exactly.
How many dice do I lose from Kai's critical glitch? That's all I want to know.
I'm not going to penalize you for that. I didn't realize they would only have 1 die.
I don't even have one die, if that makes you feel better.
So you have 2 bonus dice, Jack?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
So nobody else is going to try and help him out?
No, I literally have a -1, and it comes to 0, so I have 0 dice to roll.
I mean, Kenny was going to chime in, but you all were just so doing such a lovely job with your persuasion there that figured you had
Fair
the
enough.
bases covered.
At least to the effect of 2 dice.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
the
to
getaway
imagine-
driver. I don't negotiate.
I like to imagine Kai's just busy choking on their food.
Oh, I did roll if you need to scroll down and see.
I saw that, and then people were talking, so I let it go. Okay, so we're going to do this. Turn off the Whisper GM. And she would like you to re-roll 5 hits.
Burns all her edge just to
Wow.
make sure she pays the minimum.
Well, I did have a temporary edge to from the roll.
And your
so-
teammates can give you edge at a trade-off of 2 for 1.
If I had more than one, I would do so.
I got 4 if you wanna. You can have it by 4. I'm all
have a
for
couple.
negotiating.
You can have 1 from me. I'll drop 2, so you can have her re-roll an extra 1 from
So,
Kenny.
so 4 goes down to 2. So you got 2 for me.
All
I've
right.
got 5 if you need some.
Well, if you get me 1, that would be 5 total. And can I just cancel out her dice?
No.
I mean, I think we could make her re-roll all 3 of her hits.
Yep.
Okay, I will have her. Then I won't need that extra. I'll just take 1 from each of you that are offering, and then
Yeah.
Sounds
I
good.
will have her re-roll 3.
Okay, and you need to re-roll 5 just because. I just rolled -5 dice. I don't know how that works.
You give us 5 dice?
She has 1 hit. So you're sitting at 3. Roll your 5 dice and let's see how that works out. Oh, 4. So 4 against 1. That's still 3 net. She says, "Oh, okay. I thought I had you there for a minute, but your points are solid. So I will pay you an additional 1,500 each. But this is time critical, so it needs to happen soon."
So that means we're getting about 3,500 each?
Yeah.
My van pulls up to the front of the door then.
So if total, if there's 5 of us, it'd be 15,000.
That'd be 17,500, wouldn't it?
Or 17,500. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it would come out to 3,500 each.
All right. Let's go.
I mean, we need an address. I know you don't want to divulge who might be coming after him, but if we have some identifying means so we know what to keep an eye out for.
Or at least 2 to pick up and protect. We at least need to know that much.
She gives you the name Martin Miller and an address in the Aurora Warrens. On the outskirts of the Aurora Warrens.
That's out there.
Andrew will also, as part of the negotiations, I guess, which is why she gave us the stuff, point out the two bodyguards and say, don't worry, your bodyguards over there and there are, they don't need to worry you too much. We'll be fine with you. She says with a smile and a wink.
They weren't worried about you.
Do we have a way to get into their safe house or notify them that we are not with whoever's trying to attack them?
I have lost communication with them, so I am unable to tell them you're coming. I would encourage you to proceed with caution.
Is there some form of code word or something that was agreed upon before, so they'll at least believe us that we're coming on behalf of you?
No, but if you get a hold of them, they can always reach out to me to find out.
But they do know you personally.
Yes.
All right.
Can we have your name?
Pictures.
She hasn't actually given us her name yet, right?
Her name, she said her name is Stiletto.
Stiletto.
And actually,
that's how they know her, right?
that's all you're going to get.
Okay.
That's probably how they know her.
Oh, yeah, that's how they know her, yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Sorry, I wasn't understanding the question.
And what's our time limit on this?
As soon as possible.
What do we do once we have the person?
Reach out to me at this comm code, and I will tell you where to meet.
So attempt to extract alive, if not possible, get all the data, and you don't have any idea of the forces aligned against us.
I do not. You might be able to find out more doing some legwork. That's the GM.
Yeah. Yeah. So first thing Jack's gonna do, he's gonna get back on the horn with one of his contacts. And I would also advise everyone else to go ahead and call some contacts.
Agreed.
I'm going to show you a picture, actually.
I forgot who Vishala was.
Vishala was your Johnson last mission? No, she was the friend of the Johnson. She was the Johnson. Nikki was the fixer. Nikki was the go-between that you were working for, but Vishala was the actual Johnson.
I'll get in contact with my former fixer, or at least my father's friend.
This is what Stiletto looks like.
Okay.
Guess that guy's not gonna really help me anyways. Let's see.
Can you start with above 6/6 in path? Or is it contact still limited to 6/6?
I don't know. I just did the life pass and I got one that was 7. I got my criminal one was 7. If I have to go back to 6, let me know.
Yeah, you're supposed to not exceed 6.
Okay.
So you'll just have one more point to put somewhere else.
Isn't it?
Got it.
Yeah, or your charisma. What's your charisma?
My charisma's 1.
Does that mean you can't have anyone with a connection higher than 1?
I don't know. That does seem to be the case.
The life pass just kept giving me connection points, and I'm like,
Yeah, I think I believe Life Pass says that it allows you to exceed that. I think the limit of 6/6 is an SRM limit.
Yeah,
But 7/7 is definitely out. 6/6 is fine, and just grab a generic 1/1 at some time. So change that and relink it so that I can do the rolls. What were you reaching out for?
I was just seeing if you could use his gang contacts to see if there's any jobs up that to knock off this person that we're supposed to be.
Okay, Andriger had posted McAllister first. What are you going for with McAllister?
Anything at all about this contact? We know the guy's name. We know some details. Whatever he can find in a make.
So you're researching Mark Miller?
Yes. So anything at all to do with what he does. You know, what sort of research we should be looking out for. Who might potentially be trying to nab him.
Well, you exceeded the connection with your roll. That's an SRM rule. 2d6 plus your loyalty decides if they answer the phone or not.
Nice.
And McAllister, that's a new thing with Six-Word Companion. McAllister answers the phone and he says, I don't know that name, but I can do some checking and I'll call you back.
Thank you.
It might cost you something. He's not specialized. We'll see how that works out depending on what I find out. I'll let you know. And you were reaching out to Scarecrow, who's a ganger, to see if there's any hits out on this particular person.
Yeah, he's a fixer, street criminal. Like, he's associated with gangs, basically. He used to be in them, and then
I was gonna say, with a connection of 6, he's probably pretty high up.
yeah, all of his fixers, he's lots of gangs. He does most of his stuff through the gang network. Getting jobs. That's the one I grew up with, but apparently in the life paths, that's the one that.
Oh yeah, you start with a good one.
Yeah.
He can tell you definitively that there's nothing in the gang world targeting anyone by that name or that general location, and he wants to know: should there be? Should I be interested in this?
I think I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know if what comes up, but I just was making sure.
Okay, and what are you asking? Is it Julian or Julian? Kai?
Julian. I'm going to ask Julian if he knows of a Johnson working out of Denver by the name of Stiletto.
No. The only Stiletto I ever heard of was she died years ago.
Okay.
Got anything else for him?
I'll ask him if he knows anything about the area that we're headed to, or if he knows about any operations going on in that area.
Is he from Denver?
He is not. He is from Seattle.
In that case, he doesn't know anything about that specific area.
Okay, good.
So you get a call back from McAllister. And what did you have? You had that and that. He says, I got a little bit of information for you, but it's going to cost you.
How much?
And what were you checking on again? I'm sorry.
The target, basically.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know. Say 400 Nuyen.
Okay, I have received a payday. Very well, I can send that to you.
Excellent.
Just like 400.
Yeah. So that name came up flagged by Ares. Apparently, someone with that name was one of their Matrix security engineers in Deckers, and he went AWOL during the chaos when Ares moved from Detroit to Atlanta, and may or may not have taken information with them because they're pretty hot to find him.
So the people likely to be after him are probably Ares then. Okay. I immediately share that with the rest of the team. Anything else? I mean, so he's basically Ares Matrix and they really want him bad? Any other information there worth noting?
That's all I've got. I mean, as far as anybody knows, this guy's dead. Have you got more information?
Indeed. I mean, how much would Ares be after for him? I'm assuming they're very keen to get him back, so...
There isn't a reward. It's just if you find out about him and you're deemed to be part of his disappearance, you may become a target for them as well.
that is very, that is well worth the 400 yuan. Thank you very much. If there's nothing else, is there anything else you would want as a favor for that, or we're good with just the 400? I mean,
We're
I'll
good.
let my team know.
We're good.
She'll thank McAllister and then let the rest of the team know and go. Do we really want to piss off Ares?
It's fine. I've done it before.
Yeah. Is it any different than pissing anybody else off, really?
You just gotta make sure that any evidence points to someone that's not you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just don't get caught.
Yeah, I was gonna actually. I was gonna call. What's her name? Cat, and see what she can tell us about Stiletto. I mean, she obviously knows her.
Yeah, I'm going to give you specialized knowledge for that. Well, Kat doesn't know a whole lot, but she knows that she has clout. She's legit, and she's been retired for a long time, and just reached out to Kat just recently, last couple days, and that's when Kat gave her your information.
Would she know whether she has links to Ares or?
Uh, as far as Kat knows, she has links to the shadows. Whether that's working for Ares specifically or just as a general contractor, she doesn't know that much. Tick tock.
I say we head out.
Yeah,
I
we
think-
should probably be.
I think I hear an alligator. Or a crocodile, rather.
We both. No one's lost a hand, right? No one's got a hook for a hand.
Or that clutch guy.
Yeah, like
Clutch lost a whole
He's got
arm.
an
yeah,
arm.
Tick tock.
maybe it's just a sleeve.
As soon as we get outside, and let's check what this van Clutch says he's got.
Is it armored?
My van already pulled up.
What's it look like?
It's a van. It's a GMC Bulldog. It's if you when you try to get in, you'll notice that the doors are heavier than they normally would be, and yeah, it's got I'll fold down some benches in the back for people to sit down. It's got a bunch of racks with drones in them, and there's a big cage in the front where I sit in my little cocoon, be driving around.
All right. Well, this is really uncomfortable for me. If you guys just don't laugh. And Jack will use his cosmetic control to make himself look just like Stiletto. And then he will cast fashion to change his outer outfit to match hers. And he will say in her voice, using vocal control, I don't think we'll have any problems with him recognizing us.
Excellent.
Kai's gonna start ferrying guns and ammunition from their jackrabbit into the van.
In the middle of broad daylight.
Alley, of course.
Bags, it's
They-
just bags of stuff.
They're not total Neanderthal. Kai's going to have them in duffel bags. Just
No, those are tennis rackets. Honest, Mr. Knight Errant.
hey, none of the guns are technically illegal.
And I do play the violin, I swear.
And the cello, and the guitar, and the Spanish guitar.
And Rigor asks Clutch, so does this thing have a mounted gun system or something?
I do have I do have something big surprise on the top of the van. But yeah.
Would you give me authority to run that, so that you can focus on driving should the need arise?
Sure. And I'll put it over, and you'll see that there's a panther assault cannon on the top.
Oh, Jesus.
Andrew will rig into it and go, "Ooh, my, most impressive."
And it's
I
got,
mean,
it's got 3 types of ammo. It's got APS rounds, regular rounds, and explosive rounds, 200 of each.
she heard you needed a driver. She may have picked the right guy.
Clearly.
Transparently.
All right, let's get a move on.
So, any more leg work to do, or are you just going to head to the location?
I'm gonna head over there. You guys tell me on the way. I'm like jacked in, so you'll just hear my voice over a speaker in the back of the van when I'm talking.
I mean, outside of checking Google Maps to get a basic lay of the land, I don't know anything else we can really do.
You can do legwork on that location, or like you said, check Google Maps at least. I'll assume you do that much. It's the address appears to be an old I've blanked. I made the map today. I've been pretty hard pressed for time, and you're gonna love the map. It is it's an old junkyard. Well, it is a junkyard now. It used to be a used car dealership,
Not the same thing.
but it's about 100 meter by 100 meter lot, surrounded by a maze of rusty, beat up old cars and other vehicles.
Are there any tall buildings nearby?
There's a 2-story building in the center of the lot. Looks like it used to be a. You can see the roll-up doors of a garage and a couple of windows. Like maybe there's an office on the 2nd floor. But otherwise, no.
What about the neighborhood? Any other structure adjacent to the lot?
Nothing big. It's basically it's the Aurora Warrens, so it's a lot of rundown. Think the Barrens in Seattle.
Yeah.
It's pretty rundown stuff.
I mean, do we see any people? Let's take a little bit of time to just eyeball the place.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got ways to scout it out.
Yeah, I could send out some drones if you want.
There's enough like buildings and such, 1 story that you can 1 and 2 story that you could blend in and not look too suspicious if that's what you're worried about.
Kai would probably try and get on top of one of the nearby 2-story buildings and try and examine it using their cyber eyes.
Okay, you know you've also got drones that can do that up close.
Yeah, I'll be sending in my nats for sure and happily sharing them with Clutch.
Yeah, I got a nat too. I'll send in too. So
We've got 20 nats then, by the sounds of it.
sounds like a plan.
So you're sending in the swarm.
The swarm. Well, I only have 1 nat because
It comes in a bunch of 10.
Yeah, the gnats come in packs of 10. It's 800 for 10 of them.
Oh, that's sweet. Because I only got the thing, and that was only 1 net.
Nope, gnats are disposable heroes.
Sweet.
I don't want to show you the whole map, but yeah, it's basically used to be used car lot. Now it's basically a junkyard.
Are there any convenience stores nearby?
There's always convenience stores nearby.
Alright, Jack's gonna do some human.
Some what?
Human int. Human intelligence. He's gonna go find someone to talk to.
Okay. And Kai is climbing on top of a building.
Well, yeah.
Because why not?
Kai's got wings.
Yeah, no fear of heights because you can glide.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's basically. I mean, there's no mystery. There do appear to be various security devices that aren't hidden too well. They're hidden, but not super well. You're pretty pretty able to pick them out. There's mag locks, different sensors, even some mines, and a couple of sentry guns. Mostly around the building in the center of the lot.
So basically, we're breaking her out of here. It's not like someone's waiting on the rooftop across the street to snipe her or anything. I got it.
Or the person that's their defense.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because the things are pointed outward, not inward.
Okay, well, I'll check the surrounding buildings too, just to make sure there's nobody waiting there for us.
Give me a perception, a visual if you have any bonuses to that. The drone users, you can do that as well, using your drones, whatever skills you're using for the drone.
The clear sight.
Yeah, either clear sight, or if you're jumped in, then it would be your rigger stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll boost my intuition before doing that.
Jumped in. So that's which one is that? Intuition, and let's see. Oh, I got it right over here. Let's see.
I'm not really good at the rigging rules, so that's going to slow us down tonight. So be prepared to look things up.
I'm pretty good with them.
I have all the like the normal stuff, but I didn't have any of the perception stuff. So that's the clear sight, which is 5, and
Should be clear sight and sensor, I would believe.
and sensor. Okay.
Oh, or if you're jumped in, then yeah, it would be your intuition.
Intuition and clear sight.
No, would it be the clear sight or would it be your perception?
It's just straight perception roll. Clear
Yeah,
sight
that's what I
is
thought.
the
Because you're jumped in, you're using your attributes for mental stuff.
All right. Well then,
Indeed.
because
Yes, you may, Ken.
Because I don't have perception.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes it's better let the drones do the work.
Yeah, sometimes the drones are better at it than the rigger.
especially if they roll 1 success off 10 dice.
Well,
I got 2 off of 6.
Ken,
Together?
there is oddly very little matrix icons in the area. You do notice immediately that I'm assuming you guys tag things of interest to each other. You do notice immediately that like the sentry guns offline, the mines offline, the maglocks offline.
By offline, you mean there's no wireless presence, or they're not even turned on.
There's no icon for them, so they're either purely analog or they're turned off.
All right.
I mean, they could be just wired into something else.
That's what I mean by purely analog.
Yeah.
There is an icon inside the building with 5 hits. It seems to be a deck, and there's another icon that you can identify as a. You think it's a Valkyrie module?
Okay.
You would have to do some hacking to find out more. Andriger and Clutch and Kai, you guys all did perception rolls for me. I don't see Kai.
Oh,
No, I
that's-
missed when you said to have me do a perception roll. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys are all basically generally looking around, so I'm just kind of dealing with it as a teamwork thing.
Oh, Clutch should also be adding in his
Vision enhancements?
control rig if he hasn't already.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah. So that's 2 for the control rig, and I have vision enhancements too, but I didn't realize it adds.
The
To it.
vision enhancements don't apply when you're using a drone, but the control rig does.
Gotcha.
For some reason, my modifier didn't apply to that. Oh well.
So that's just three more days. So I'll just re-roll 3 dice there.
Well, that was different. Was that what you meant to do, or did you mean to re-roll?
I just re-rolled the 3 dice because I was missing 3 dice. Or no.
You clicked the bump, the +4s, not the plus.
Oh no, not Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
I didn't think so. That would have cost you 6 edge that you probably didn't have.
So, on the Genesis chart for strictly for perception, it doesn't add the control rig rating and the +1 edge.
But control rigger specifically says you add it to any dice pool you're using whilst using a drone.
Yep, that's true.
I'm kind of wondering why they don't do it for the perception one then, because it's in all the other ones.
Yeah.
There must be. I mean, Tyrannian doesn't get that stuff wrong.
Well, he does, but not often. There could be an exception printed somewhere in the rules, or there could be an exception in the German rules. So did you re-roll those 3 dice? There we go. Okay.
I kept getting an error, so I was sorry.
What was the error saying?
Just said no attribute found.
Oh. So, you guys, between the lot of you, you do notice that it seems pretty empty of non-civilians. Everybody around seems on the up and up. You know, just plain old drudgery civilians. And I don't know if Kenny has told you about what he detected.
Yeah. I'm sure the riggers will be interested to hear that there's something looking like a Valkyrie module in there.
Ooh.
Can I get one of the gnats to go specifically onto the quote analog sentry gun and see if I can find the wire that might lead it back?
Yeah, if you want to.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, is there any sense of power to this thing, or is it like look more than likely to be switched off? Like, is there any noticeable cables or any glowing buttons that glowing lights that indicate power?
Nothing you notice.
Any wires like leading out so that it would?
I mean, things like that are usually internal, right?
Yeah, but they still have to go out and into the walls or something, right?
Not if they go into the ground.
So it looks
I'm
like
saying you see nothing.
Gotcha.
But just because you see nothing doesn't mean there's nothing to see.
AFK a minute, I
yeah,
have a visitor.
But it looks most likely that they're just turned off. So
It does. They definitely seem to be inactive.
All right, someone going in, or what are we doing here?
yeah, does it look like there's a gap or something that a gnat would be able to fit into to get into the safe house, or is it sufficiently defended against gnats?
You could probably get into the garage area at the least. There are windows on the second floor, 3 of them. They do appear to be sealed.
Sending a gnat into the garage.
Okay, I'm going to move you guys to the map. And I'm sorry for the colors of these cars, but they were what I had. Just pretend that they're rusty.
Oh, that's very nice.
And you guys are at the...
That's a lot of cars.
Yeah, I had to place those manually. Tried to make them look ad hoc.
Was this guy running a used car lot or something somewhere?
This was a used car lot, yes.
That's awesome.
And it looks like it turned into a junkyard and stayed that way. I guess I can remove Pills because Pills is conspicuously absent.
He got extra drunk, right?
Yeah, he probably partied harder than the rest of you.
Is there any doors open or leading somewhere?
The Valkyrie seems to be behind the deck. So I'm just gonna, so that everybody can see, get back in line. I can't fireball you all at once if you keep moving.
I'm simply moving my gnat. I'm totally a gnat, not an Andruga.
That's what you see inside. And unfortunately, the door up the stairs over here is closed and doesn't have any big gaps in it.
Of course, we'll share all the visual feed with everyone else.
No vents or anything outside, like on the roof, maybe.
No, nothing that you can use to get into the office. I mean, the windows look like they've been taped, like somebody was making sure that they didn't have unwelcome guests.
I see. That looks like someone's gonna have to break into this place.
Yeah, I'll astral project and see what the astral side is like.
Does Major have 11 or 9 matrix?
She only has the one track. The RCC, which she's plugged into.
What
Is
rating is it?
11.
It's
It's
so 11. Okay.
Yeah, it's 11 total because it's a rating 5, device rating 5.
Okay, so you're astrally perceiving.
I will project and look from a distance, and then.
Well, you can see the room. You have to go through walls to see through walls.
But is there any wards or anything like that?
Nope, not that you see.
I will quickly put my head in.
And you see, where are you poking your head in?
Just beyond the garage. So
So the upstairs office.
yes, from below the floor, if possible.
Sure, that's possible. You see. I'm not sure how you would see, but there's a metal tube or a not biological tube, and you have a sense of a light sense of a life sign inside it. So that's probably the Valkyrie unit.
And probably somebody in said Valkyrie. Gotcha. Any other living things around?
There's a couple of small mice.
So no bodyguards or anything, just the guy in the Valkyrie unit and possibly some switched off um, gear.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Alright, I will be a little braver and start investigating the rest of the house astrally.
There's the upstairs consists of one larger room. It looks like it's 4 meters by 7 meters. I should say 7 meters wide by 4 meters north south, and another room off of that that's 3 meters by 3 meters. If you had to guess, it's probably an office and a John.
But no other life forms anywhere in the building.
Nothing significant.
I'll turn to my body and let everyone know that.
I had a thought. Since I can perceive the deck inside there,
You can.
is it possible to send a message to that icon?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Kenny will go ahead and send a message to that icon stating that they're here by the request of Stiletto to extract them safely.
Now, I need to ask a question of the other players that may have more experience than me. In Matrix, perceiving another device, are you able to tell that it's been damaged? I feel like you would.
Yeah, when you make a matrix perception on something, you get hits, and based on those hits is how much information the GM is allowed to give the players.
Okay, that tells me what I need to look up. I'll look that up real quick.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
can be something that they ask for, or it can be something that the GM just gives them.
It's kind of like astral sight, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the big ones are usually given the device rating, firewall, but like if it was something that was damaged, that would probably be something I would pass along.
With enough net hits.
Yeah, I'm reading. They don't give me a chart, so I'm going to say you had 5 hits, which is pretty significant. You are okay. It says two hits will give you more specific information, including attribute ratings and what programs are currently running. Additional hits will give you more information based on that. So what you are aware of is that deck is heavily damaged and currently under attack.
Oh, it's currently under attack.
What you recognize instantly is it is a target of convergence.
Oh,
God's coming.
And
Nice.
and its operator is link locked and not doing well. So yeah, things may have just gotten real and urgent.
all right. Yeah, I would definitely scratch everything I just said. I'm not touching that deck, and I'll let everybody know that God's coming and things are hitting the fan.
Kai is
Major is
gonna
gonna
book
charge
it in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Major's charging it.
So, Kai, are you still on a building across the street, basically?
I mean, I thought I had come across with everyone else, but I'm fine with jumping off the building and flying across the.
So you're rejoining the team. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are on the map. You can move where you need to move.
All right,
Now, where's the van we're in? Because I ain't going anywhere.
I'm pulling the nets back and I'm getting the 2 drones out.
Okay, I'm going to drag your van out and put it where you'd like down here, or up by the building if you want to drive in. You'll see the scale of the van.
The riggers will wait safely in the van.
Yes.
Send in the drones.
Jack, looking just like Stiletto, will walk up with Major. A couple girls chatting,
Rotate it.
walking along. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, you can grab the. You should be able to rotate it. You should be able to grab the little handle on top.
Apparently not. All right. Well, that's fine. As long as I can get out.
Well, it may be important.
That's true. I was gonna just point it so it's facing out, but
You want it facing which way? North, south, east, or west?
so the back is facing towards the door.
So facing south.
Yeah.
And are you staying at this part of the thing, keeping in mind that each square is a meter?
Oh yeah, no, I could do it so that we got a straight shot up.
So okay. And Andrigger's like, "Where's the van? It keeps moving." So I assume you guys are you guys trying to go through the roller door or the side door that's actual people doors?
I don't know which is which. Is this the side door or the roller doors?
That's the roller doors. The side door is on the side, the west side.
Over here?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? No, I'm on the right layer. I was pinging it. It's right there.
And he has no sight again.
What the hell? I did fix that, didn't I?
You did, like,
Kai,
twice.
Kai doesn't have any sight either.
The door is open. Let us be going. Oh, it's not. That's a window.
And
Yeah, those
and
are
I can't
windows.
see through Andrew. I can only see through Major, so.
I am getting so tired of these issues.
Did you save them as?
I did. I do that every time.
Yeah.
He must hate us.
I think Roll20 just doesn't like Chuz specifically.
It's because I'm a Luddite. It's just victimizing.
You make a
You guys are hiding.
You make a free character sheet for us to use on our website. We must punish you.
Yeah. I'd make it easy for them to convince a company to do business with them.
What is this helping our bottom line business you're going on with, Chuz?
Okay, I need to save these. So that was Andrigger I just did. You know what it is? I copied you from the front page. That's why.
Do you want to see the drag and drop?
that.
Yeah, if you pull out a new token, it's probably right.
Yeah, I'm happy to drag and drop.
I already updated you.
I have no nameplate though.
Sucks to be you.
How will people know it's me?
Listen, it's not about you.
You all have nameplates when I hover over you, so who can't see now? Kai.
No, I can see now.
But I need to update Kai. I probably don't.
Well, it's probably just a case of we just need to drag out new ones if you updated it previously.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. What I need to do is remove you from that front map.
Yeah.
Can you also set Endriger's name plate so that everyone can see it, or I guess
No.
only
get
you want
to
to see
be
her
able-
beautiful name.
You get to hide in crowds of NPCs.
That's true. He'll never recognize me.
Let's bust open this door.
It looks like it might already be open, or is that just a window?
That's a window up here. I mean, this door.
I don't know why the windows are easier to see than the doors are. We need like welcome mats so we know where the doors are.
I've been thinking about in future maps doing the little swing lines, because that also defines which way the door swings in case there's a question of that, and it identifies doors better. It's not like you guys are particularly immersed.
Yeah, doors on the outside of the building always swing in because that way you protect the hinges.
That's not true.
It's not always true, but
I say that because I have a hurricane-rated storm door on the egress point of my house that doesn't get storm panels, and the hinges are on the outside, but they're the type that you can't knock the pin out of, at least not easily.
yes, so you just need a 12-volt grinding wheel.
Which makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, you're not breaking into that. Like, quietly.
All right,
You just have to poke your head into Chuz's barber shop and ask how long it's gonna take before you get a haircut.
No. Okay, the door is open. You may all enter and die. Okay, you see that white car? It explodes. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, as Kai walks through the door, they're gonna set a stun grenade right next to the door.
Okay. Are any of you monitoring aerially or matrixly or any other way?
I mean, Kenny will keep an eye on the Matrix, see how the deck's doing.
The deck is still hanging in there. It's half full.
I mean, we could send the gnats up so they're still there because
And you guys know that you have about 5 minutes before God arrives.
All right, we'll send them gnats out so we can see them
That's
from
an eternity in Shadowrun time.
Is it, though?
blocks out.
I mean,
So, is there usually a physical component for convergence?
Yeah.
Okay.
The teams are like HTR plus.
Yeah, so we don't want to be here.
So something you did notice: these doors were only physically locked, and you were able to jimmy the locks. All of the electronic devices are disabled. Does anybody want to look closely at them?
Yeah, Jack will look closely at him.
Do you have electronic skill?
No. He's just looking closely at them
They are electronic devices that are deactivated.
with his eyes. Hey, there's no blinking lights on these.
Okay, so what you see in this room is a Valkyrie unit that is struggling to keep a person alive and failing. He is on his way out. On the desk is a deck. That deck is the one that Kenichi was already aware of. Give me a memory test, Kenichi. Andrew, you also do decking, sort of, right?
Not decking. I'm getting into decking, but I haven't yet spent the karma for it.
Okay, then just Kenny.
But I will
Four
spend
hits.
karma on it and buy a deck to help Kenny so he's not alone.
4 hits. You think that if you were able to be successful enough on a extended electronics and logic test, you might be able to disconnect this cyber deck and save it from being totally bricked.
But there's no saving the guy in the Valkyrie version.
No, he's toast.
That's what Kenny is more concerned about. Is there some way? I mean, there's dump stock and dump shock and stuff like that. So how do we get this guy disconnected from his deck so that they don't cook his brain.
Does anybody have biotech skill?
I have 1 dot in biotech.
You may do a biotech test if you'd like. You can use your your med kit if you'd like.
So I get my full 12 dice.
Yeah.
I have con. I can act like I'm a doctor.
I stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night. 3 hits. That's plenty enough to know that this dude is toast.
Should I blow up the deck?
I
no,
mean, would I be able to?
we need to salvage the deck.
Yeah, we needed some.
There are also,
Information.
along with the deck, there's also various data discs and such scattered about the room.
Start
Yeah,
pocketing
so-
those.
Jack will start collecting those up.
And the guy we're supposed to save is the guy dying, huh? All right.
He's dead.
His
Yes,
body
Andrew
just
goes
doesn't
with her-
know it yet.
Yeah, Andrew, with her extensive knowledge of 1 ranking in biotech, can tell you for certain he's going to die.
Kenny will start working on disconnecting this deck then.
Okay, so I need you to give me.
I will help him if he asks for help.
Yeah, I'll inform you of what
I
I'm
can
doing.
help.
That we need to get this deck, and I
If-
think we can get it offline.
If you don't,
We want to move the Valkyrie module back to the van, right?
if you don't have electronics skill, you can't help.
I got electronic skill.
Okay, then it's
I got a specialty in hardware. Does that help?
No, this would be. It doesn't really say. It doesn't specify, so I'm going to say no. It's electronics and logic. Who's helping who?
I'll help.
I've only got 1 rank in electronics, and I assume Kenny's got more, right?
Yeah.
One hopes.
That's my help.
So you have enough. You have your skill level in bonus dice, Kenny.
Okay. So my
Unless you have higher than 8.
No, I have 5, so I can only add 5 bonus dice, correct?
Correct. And let's see how you roll. Are you happy with that roll?
Let's see. Well, I get an extra edge, obviously.
Is it a use it or lose it?
I don't remember if analytical mind is use it or lose it.
It is.
It didn't used to be, but it is now.
It should be.
Yeah.
You do have 2 4s.
Yeah, I want to bump both my 4s up.
I'm going to tell you don't need to.
Why not?
You needed 5 hits. That was the threshold.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you are able to disconnect the deck, and at that point, Home Dude is disconnected from the Matrix, but it doesn't matter. He was toast in the first place. Now he's just for real toast.
Saving him.
No, the Valkyrie unit starts making awful noises of beep.
All right, let's roll this Valkyrie unit. Throw it in the back of the van.
Get out of here.
What's the highest strength in your group?
Probably major.
Major.
I got a 4.
And what is major strength?
Who has
I'm
a
pretty
4?
sure it was 6.
The
I'm
guy
not
with the
sure what
cyber arm's got a 4 because the arm gives me 2.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to be moving that without equipment.
I thought they were man portable.
This one isn't. I don't know if they are or not.
I think they're actually typically intended to be installed in things that are mobile, like cars.
Yeah, I know they're intended for that. I don't know if there are man portable versions, but this one is not. This one was installed.
What would be her strength stat? Because I don't think they give that by default. She's got a body of 6 and an armor of 6, but I don't think they give strength stats to drone.
There's something in, I believe, something in Double Clutch that tells you what to use in those situations.
Body.
I would think body was something to do with it. I mean, like your van doesn't have 15 strength, but yeah. So what's the plan? You've recovered the deck. You've recovered some miscellaneous data chips and such. Are you gonna stick around and try and squeeze this Valkyrie out, or
Run like the blazes would be.
We should
Andrew's
probably-
first
Search the rest of the premises for any other stuff.
a quick search reveals that there's a leaky toilet in the bathroom next door, and that's it.
Is there a way to pop the Valkyrie unit out to recover anything from within?
Like to eject the human?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, open the lid type thing.
I mean, she didn't say he had to be alive, right? You just said we're extracting
We're-
this person, right?
She
We're supposed
actually
to
said,
recruit, but
Possible.
she said, recover the POI alive. If that's unfeasible, the job then becomes data recovery.
Okay.
And we can't rule out that there might be valuable data
Having
left
having
on the
said
meat
that, though,
form.
Yeah, I
having
mean,
said that, if the body isn't there, then God's more likely to think the body got out somehow and managed to walk off with the deck rather than the deck simply not being there.
yeah, and he could have like a data jack or something. Did anybody check that? He might have data in his head. So
I agree. Let's take the body.
Your Nats notice a heavily armored vehicle headed your way. It's about 2 minutes out.
we
Can,
got 2
can we
minutes.
get the body out in time, or
You're going to be cutting it close.
I mean, if Major can't then if Major can't carry it out, Jack will increase strength on himself and.
To carry the body out? Yes, they can carry the body out.
Yeah,
All right,
come
well,
on,
get the
guys,
body
let's
out
do
and
it.
we'll get out of here.
There's also a swarm of drones headed this way.
Hey, drones incoming.
Jack's
Guys,
gonna do a
no.
quick perception check on the inside of the Valkyrie module after they get the body out, and then head to the GMC.
Go ahead and do your perception.
He did. He got 2 hits.
It's not scrolling again. 2 hits. You don't notice anything of importance. And as you are loading up the van,
guys, let's reload
They're Yamaha ridden with stick and shock ammo.
another van pulls in the same way you entered.
All right.
blocking the exit entirely, or
You can see on the map.
It's fine. I can get around them. It's fine. Let's do this.
you got a van with jetpack or something, right? There's that flight option.
Nah, there's plenty of room for me there. I got it.
I will jump into the gun.
All right,
And
everybody's
you
in. No, that's fine. I'll drive. That's fine. All right, let's get around here.
And here's your drones that you see.
All right. I'm just gonna drive right through these drones here.
They're flying.
Well, then I guess they'll get out of the way.
Does the van have a matrix icon?
Which one?
The one that just pulled in.
Give me a matrix perception.
He got 3 hits in case it's not scrolling for you.
No, I'm looking up a thing.
This is the power of ability increase or attribute increase.
Yes, it looks like it's protected behind an RCC that's trying to be running silent, but you are able to see it.
Okay. I want to turn the van off.
Did you say how would you, or you want to?
I want to.
Actually, he said he was going to.
Actually, said he already did, right? Because we all saw the dice that were unbeatable. You just forgot about it, just.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you
You just can't scroll to it.
That's right.
So
I've already used the puppeteer. I would.
at this point,
Can I roll? See if
we're
I can-
we're going to select our tokens and roll for initiative.
Lot of drones.
Question. When once I'm in the van, could I just drop and go to VR?
You very much could. So many actors.
Oh, I accidentally clicked on the bulldog instead of my icon. Sorry about that.
You rolled your bulldog in?
No, I that was my dice I rolled, but I accidentally clicked on the bulldog when I rolled instead of my.
Oh, well, re-roll and change your roll to a 23. Because I need to know these things. Where are my guy?
Sure, now I get good rolls. I see how it is. How do I change it?
Just click the number and it'll let you update it because it's your.
Well, everything's back to front nowadays. You got 23 to begin with. Now you got 32. It's
I know,
complete
right?
opposite.
No, it's like what is that?
And I am not gonna. These drones are gonna be grunt groups. I'm not playing one at a time with a million drones.
We're
Up against
This
drones.
this could be a long night, a long session, or a short session.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's either going to be a long session or a TPK, right?
Something like that. I probably should roll the initiative for that guy. I feel like maybe I should have armed them with something bigger. I didn't realize we had a freaking A10 bulldog.
Well, on the other side of it, Jack has absolutely nothing he can do in this combat. So
What?
he has one touch spell, which is mana based.
It's a normal armor 12. It's just got a body of 20. It's
No, I was talking about the Vulcan or whatever you put on top of it.
oh, the panther. I got a panther.
Yeah.
Ski, if you want, Kai can give Jack a sliver gun, and you can just start shooting with one of those.
Are you sure?
You want Jack behind you?
You with a gun?
I mean,
Ski, you know what you're getting into when you design a character
Like,
with
you
no
handed him
actual.
And he holds it the wrong direction.
yeah, Kai's gonna take that back and put it back in its holster.
Oh, how many gun ports does the GMC have, Clutch?
I think it's. I don't think I put those on here. 1 second.
He says, "How many do I need?"
I think I had 2, but I didn't put it. I didn't type it on here. I'd have to go look at that other sheet that closed.
Okay, so we are going to begin combat, and this is going to be slow because drones, and I'm slow with drones and rigger stuff, so we'll just have to deal with that. We had 5 viewers for a minute, and then they left. I think we scared them away.
But they're all
They're
grunt
like-
groups, right?
What's that?
They're all grunt groups.
No, but I'm talking about like there's going to be some matrix actions, some rigger actions, so yeah. Okay, so you have a van speeding in towards you. It's going about 60 meters per round. Yes, that's what it's going. I don't know what that is in freedom measurements.
It's like 190 feet per.
But I was looking for miles per hour.
I don't
So-
know how many miles are in a foot? I mean, feet in a mile.
So Kai, it is your turn.
Kai is going to take a shot at these 2 drones over here.
There are 4 drones there. Which one?
Do a wide burst fire at this one and this one.
You know, full auto actually. No, full auto probably wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, not in this particular situation.
Okay, now I got to figure out drones.
I mean, when you full auto, if you amp it a range, you just drop the AR by 2. get full dice pool on all 4.
What's the AR on a drone?
The AR or
Depends
DR?
what it's equipped with.
DR rather. Sorry, DR.
Armor plus body.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So, what's your AR, Kai?
AR is at this range. This is near, so 10.
You get an edge.
Okay.
Let's see here. So defense for the left one, I'm going to assume that's attack 1.
The thing I have was defensive test was piloting plus evasion, but
I'm gonna spend 3 edge, I think. Or can I spend? What is it to raise a 4 to a 5? 1 or 2 edge?
It's 2. You might want to wait and see how they defend, though.
That's fair.
So on attack 1, it rolled 2 to evade. So you're net -1.
I will spend 4 edge to raise 2 4s to 5s.
Giving net 1 hit. Remember, 0 is still a hit.
Yeah.
0 net.
Tie goes to the attacker. So did you give yourself net 1?
Yeah.
So that will be 4 stun zapped. And I don't know what zapped does to drones. I could not find that when I was searching.
Very bad for drones.
So I know it's supposed to be. Doesn't it just act as 4 physical?
Drones don't have a separate track. They only have
They
one
don't
track.
take stun damage.
Let me find out, because
I'm pretty sure it replaces that stun with actual physical. Well, I'm going to go with that for now, but yeah, please find out.
That's my understanding too, yeah.
Yeah,
My
I will
understanding is
look
all
it up.
damage goes to the one track.
Well, no, but for drones stun damage, you can't stun a car to death. You have to do physical to it. But if you're doing electrical damage, that I think is makes it physical. That's what my brain is telling me is what I heard previously. So the second drone, oh, he gets to soak. Does he get to soak any of those 4? Oh, he soaked one of them. And the next drone, this guy is going to defend against 4. He has that number pilot. He has that number autosoft. Yes, yes. And 0 hits. Would you like to spend any more? Oh, you already used your edge.
yeah.
So 4 plus 3 is 7. So we're going to say it gets to soak against 7. That is 6. It's taking 6 damage. And it is not looking good. It's already got little sparks and stuff flying out of it. What else would you like to do?
Convert 4 minor actions for a major action and
Rinse and repeat?
go again.
Excellent. Ooh, you kind of flipped your rolls that time. So, first drone rather.
And I'm
4 hits. You did get another edge, by the way. But you can't use any more edge.
yeah.
So, you missed the first one, and the second one is against 1. We'll see how it does. Wow, 5 hits. So
They're on point.
they caught on to your tricks. I suspect
like,
this. I
Not
suspect this.
again.
I suspect the second one only got missed because it like glitched and zagged. So is that your turn,
Yep, that's my turn.
Andriger?
I have no idea what the stats are for this gun I'm now apparently wielding on the thing. Do you want to roll for it?
I can,
Clutch?
yeah, I can get
Well, isn't it your engineering and
Yeah, that's true.
intuition?
engineering
Yeah,
plus
I-
logic is your stat for the thing. I have a 13,
Plus control.
so
I got like
Oh.
an 18 or something.
13. So I got a 16 then with my 2. So I got
Yeah, I got like an 18.
15. So you got
I'll
18.
just roll.
You want me to roll? I can tell you what the damage and stuff is. Yeah.
So I want Andriger to roll, but also just click the button so that I can see the stats on the weapon. Is it on? Have you put it on the vehicle sheet?
Yes, I have. It's that one. that's my damage thingy.
7p. Holy crap!
Yeah.
And what were you shooting at,
I
Andrew?
hit the wrong button.
It only has a semi-auto, and I couldn't get it out of single shot though. But it has silencers only because it let me put silencers on it, and I was like, really? I can put silencers on it? I'm like, all right.
It's a quiet cannon, but it's still a cannon.
Yep. No, I don't know which ammo you're using. I didn't switch that, but
I'll use whichever you want to use.
Well, I'm still waiting to know what you're shooting at.
Oh yeah, what are the modes? Because I might do the burst fire and well, I'll go for the
Panther
the
only
GMC.
has semi-auto is the only thing the Panther's got. So
That modifies my dice pool, does it? Or
No.
it's got a thing that's its thing. So it shouldn't modify it.
So in the future,
I'm
did
shooting
you,
the GMC.
Clutch? Did you roll that on the core tab? Oh, you're using the Bulldog. There's no core tab. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled it. Yeah, I just rolled it on the thing. Yeah.
So you'll in the future switch that to be in SA mode.
Yeah, I did, but it lowers the stats it's supposed to have in SA mode, so I didn't know how to fix that. Because it only has SA, but the stats that it gave me was for SA,
No, the stats in the book are for single shot.
even though it can't do single shot.
Every weapon can do single shot.
Oh, because that wasn't one of the modes, so.
Yeah, they don't specify it, but every weapon can do single shot, and the stats in the book are for single shot.
That's the single shot thing. So.
Oh yeah.
Apparently it goes up to AP. Oh, that's.
Yeah, it raises your damage. It lowers your attack rating. So you are. What were you shooting at, Andrew?
GMC, the thing blocking our path.
Okay, so that is going to be near. So 7. I need to get the stats for there. Oh, I have it. 7 against it's can't get edge, but you're not getting any.
Okay, yeah, I'll be doing SA if that does more damage. Because I thought.
Yeah, it was 8p.
SA does 8p instead of the 7p, but.
So you rolled. Which were those two rolls? I don't understand.
I rolled 4. I actually rolled less successes. On
Okay,
my
so it was a
larger
4. So we're gonna do a defense, which is crap. Where's my pilot?
and I might as well burn to use it or lose it. Well, we'll see, because you can only use edge once per turn, right?
And when you're controlling it, it uses. Oh, when you're jumped in, it uses your attributes, right?
Yes, and my logic is 10.
No, I'm asking for my guy.
Yes.
So I clicked the wrong button. So he needs to roll. Well, no, I didn't. So it uses his piloting and his intuition.
Intuition.
Yeah. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 13. Wow, really? So, one hit. Would you like to use any edge?
Yeah, I'll use my use it or lose it, might as well, to get him to re-roll that.
So, 4 hits. That's 12. Got a hell of a soak pool, though.
6 net damage, and then I'll change my minor actions to a major and do it again. That's better. 7 hits.
Nice.
So 3 net.
So
Do riggers get edge when they're jumped in?
Analytical mind is the only reason I'm getting it, because it's so logical.
No, I'm asking for my rigger. The AR-DR comparison, does that give the drone edge if the rigger's jumped in?
It gives the rigger edge. Drones can't have edge, but the riggers can gain edge, and it lasts until they jack out.
And they can use the edge on their rolls.
Yes, they can use their edge on their rolls.
So yeah, he's gotten 2 edge because these things have ridiculous armor.
You.
And he's going to have you re-roll 6 hits.
Wow.
So that is a miss.
Yeah. End of I guess obviously I don't gain any edge from the evasion or anything, right? From the AR, what?
No, because you were giving them edge for the DR.
Yeah, gotcha. I guess that's all I can do with my 2 shots.
Yeah, he wasn't letting his bulldog go down in 2 shots.
Technically, you got 3 shots, but I meant hits on that one. I got you. Your 2 shots. Got it.
Excellent. So Kenichi.
All right. So I'm going to use Puppeteer and attempt to take the control device on that. First, I can spend a minor action to ask one of my.
I'm pretty
sprites
sure.
to help me, correct?
I'm pretty sure you can't puppeteer a device that's been jumped into.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, it's
You can-
active.
Yeah, the order of control is rigger out. I mean, jumped in outweighs anything else. You're only coming in at the second highest tier with control.
Gotcha.
So you would have to basically remove the rigger somehow. I don't know how you would possibly do that.
You can certainly take control over the drones that aren't jumped into, though, assuming that they're not jumped into by other riggers.
Right. I guess at this point, do you think it would make more sense? I mean, we're up against God here. I don't know that it would make sense for me to directly try and engage this rigger. We just need to get out of here, right?
Your call. I mean, if you want to try and...
The sneaky thing to do would be to engage him to the point where you trace icon where his body is, and then I send a spirit after him.
Oh, you
That's
find
evil.
his physical form?
I love it.
Well,
I mean, that
obviously
also
devils...
gives...
I mean, if you trace icon back to where his body is and give me a location, I might be able to do something about it. It just depends on where he's located.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like God actually has powerful mages on their team to actually counter anything like that.
I'm down with that.
I like your assumptions. You just keep those. You sweet summer child.
We're more powerful than God. We're MCs, damn it.
Alright, so was I able to actually see the rigger's icon? I think I got a 3.
No. You saw the RCC. Which
Okay, so-
one assumes that's where the rigger is.
So I can just run trace icon on the RCC?
Sure.
Alright. And I will spend a minor to have one of my sprites assist me with that, which probably won't go anywhere. Why not? Hey, that's 2 hits.
Against,
Well,
that's
hang
2
on.
hits to help you.
That's just to help.
Yeah, I was like, where's my resist? If you use the right button, it tells me what I need to roll. Jesus H. Josephat. Remember to remove that task from that sprite.
I'm working on it.
Darn overpowered technomancer.
Hold on, slow your roll, and don't be changing your tune midstream, whatever.
What?
It's
What are you
more
trying to-
about underpowered
Technomancers.
No, I don't. I complain about them being nerfed in SRM. And I will die on that hill. Making them use downtime activities to have sprites is bogus. I don't care who says, oh, well, the opportunity cost, blah, blah, blah. It's bogus. A mage can summon 6 spirits and no problem, and a technomancer can summon 1 sprite, or compile 1 sprite, without using downtime. That's bogus. Anywho. So, I need to decide what I'm rolling. We're going to roll this.
Show us that.
It's not letting me have an option here, so I might have to add that to the sheet. So we're doing 6 dice.
But they have infinite edge, huh?
No.
Can't even roll as many dice as he has hits.
And it's rolling to me. He rolled 8 hits on his 6 dice. There's 1 hit. So you were trying to trace icon.
Yeah.
The rigger is elsewhere.
He's in an orbital station, right?
No, I feel like the noise problem would be a significant issue there. But yeah, he's about a kilometer away. Whatever it takes to not have noise, but be way far away from shooting.
Okay.
But you do have an address.
Sweet.
That's
We can
something
vision
that
on God.
Jack can work with?
I mean, I should be able to, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Send a spirit and kill the rigger.
No, I'm just gonna destroy his RCC.
That's it. I think I've... Quick question. Any of the hardware that was already on site, the guns and stuff, is any of that something that one of my machine sprites could take over?
No, it was destroyed.
Okay.
That's all.
God had basically wiped all of that out.
Alright. So Kenny is out of stuff to do. Jack has an address. It's end of turn.
And it is the Dalmatians' turn. Which one's that? Okay, that's these two. These guys are not very... They're actually going to be shoved out of the van this round. Because there's no way they were keeping up with the van. So you don't have to worry about them. I'm on the wrong layer. They're back here somewhere. They got... You see them fall out the back of the van as it's speeding forward. And that is their turn. Clutch.
Give us that cool drive routine.
I'm basically just getting out of here.
Okay, so you're starting at 0.
And I got, 2... I don't even know how many actions I got. I know I got at least 2 majors. There's probably some minors.
I guess we need to clarify some things. Are you jumped into the van, or are you just remote controlled?
I'm hot simmed into it, so...
Okay, so the van can accelerate at its acceleration, and you will move half of your acceleration this round.
Alright, so I accelerate at 15, so I can go half of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so you'd move, we'll say 8. Check your van itself. The red box for drones and vehicles is speed. So change that to what you're at now, which would be 15.
Red box.
Or red bubble. It's on the token, not in this sheet.
Oh, on the token, okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at it, so it made sense to me.
Yeah, every token has the 3 bubbles, so the green, the blue, and the red.
And the green is almost always physical. As far as I'm concerned, it's always physical. Blue is either stun on people that have a stun track, or matrix if they don't. And red is either your edge, your current edge, or it is your speed if you're a vehicle. So your speed is actually 15.
So I'm changing it.
I'm sorry?
I got it. So I changed 8 to the 15.
Yeah, and then you're good. And you can move the van wherever you want it. Well,
Up to
8.
Meters, yeah.
Which it looked like you were thinking about trying to steer around.
This is what I was trying to do. I don't know if you can see this. Go here.
I can.
And then, like, do it on an angle there, basically.
Okay. Yeah, you can move 8 meters and angle your van how you want to be.
I can figure out how to angle it.
Right now, if you look on the right side of the van, there's a little line that goes off the token, and it has a little square. If you click on that, yeah, there you go.
There it is. Look at that.
And if you hold Alt, you can actually have a little bit more fine control.
All right.
So this is fun. Somebody, before it's my turn, needs to look up, too late. Somebody look up collision mechanics.
You're gonna run into a scotcha.
The oncoming vehicle is at 60 meters per round. It can't slow down fast enough.
All right then.
Well, I'm looking up ramming rules, Chuz.
I was just trying to think about getting past there. I didn't know I can get past there in time, but apparently not.
Ramming rules are in the CRB in the rigging section, and you were asking me a question?
I looked up the rules regarding electrical damage for vehicles and drones.
Yeah, where'd you find them?
In the CRB, at the beginning of rigging, where it talks about the basics, all it really says is that with the exception of electricity damage, vehicles are immune to stun damage with a DV equal to or lower than their body.
Okay, that was what I was remembering. I was forgetting the DV equal to or greater than body.
Actually, I got a better plan.
It doesn't specify whether or not they're immune to the shot or the zapped status effect, though.
Well, what mattered was this is electrical damage. Stick and shock and shock gloves and stuff like that, that's electrical, so that does physical to drones and vehicles.
Okay. And then ramming.
It sounds like Clutch has rethought, but we may need
I got a better plan. Sorry, yeah, I didn't know I couldn't get past there in time, so I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna go around this way.
in reverse, huh?
Yep. Is that the same acceleration? Because
Yeah, there's no rules for reverse versus forward, so apparently you have amazing gear transmissions in these vehicles. Well, most of them are electric, so that makes perfect sense. Electric motors tend to have the same torque forwards and backwards. Which makes me wonder what a reverse launch in a Tesla would feel like.
Probably pretty crazy.
Probably squirrely as all hell. Wait, they're four-wheel drive, aren't they?
I think so.
And then I still have a bunch of actions, huh?
Well, you're driving, so that's an action.
Right.
So
But
you got one more major. Well, you got 5 more minors. You can trade 4 minors for another action if you want.
Alright.
Just shoot
But
the
I
van.
I can't really do much because he's lugged into the cannon, right? So I can get my drones and shoot them, I guess.
Well, ordering a drone or a group of drones to do something is 1 minor.
Yeah, so I got 5 minors. So I got 1 minor, and then I have a major, so I could order it to shoot something. But I don't think there's any room for it to shoot out because everybody's using the ports and the window. So yeah, I guess I can't do anything. I guess I could hold it because I need to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only jacked in because I don't think you can jack into the weapon and the car at the same time. Right?
No, you can only jump into one thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
You were guaranteed to be a better driver than me. My driving is, 1 rank, and my intuition is okay.
Actually, no. The weapon is the van. This is a thing in Double Clutch. I can't remember what it's called, but there's specific modules that are stupid expensive that allow multiple riggers to control different hardpoints on one vehicle. Without that, only the controller of the vehicle can fire. So we did screw that up this first round, but we'll just keep going.
All right.
I'm happy to switch out if you want to be taking over from
Yeah, so what that's going to do is, Andrigger, you're going to have to do something else because the driver of the vehicle's got control.
I was gonna
I
say,
can do
I'm pretty sure I have to shoot and move, right? 'Cause-
Unless his weapon has manual control.
No, it's a turret on the top. So
Yeah, exactly.
Going on there, sorry.
Like, you can still put manual control on turrets.
That is true, but you have to specifically do it.
But I didn't pay the extra for it, so that's me.
I'm not wrong on that, and nobody's corrected me, so I'm assuming that my memory is correct.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
that
know, I
sounds
barely
correct.
read that.
That's fine with me, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the blast spell, so I can do something.
I'm assuming there's windows you can roll down so you can shoot out windows and stuff, and poor Kai's laying in the street.
There's
I
two.
mean, how many gun ports are there?
I got a port on one on each side, and the passenger side window is pretty much the only 3 things you can shoot out of right now.
So Kai's taken 1 gun port. I guess I could have Major take another one, and could be jumped into Major instead.
And that leaves Jack or Kenny. Kenny's probably slumped in a corner.
Yeah.
And Jack didn't seem terribly keen on getting anywhere near a gun port, but
Yeah, no. That would be bad for y'all.
So no more. You're gonna save your miners in case you need to use them for something, Clutch.
Yeah, I got nothing else to.
At least not this round. Now that we've situated the shooting positions and all.
Good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
So it is the rigger's turn. I'm going to bring him on the map, but he's not actually here. Or yeah, on the token layer. He's not actually here. It is his turn, and he's controlling a van, which is going 60, so it's going to go really fast, and he's going to decelerate. What's their speed? 15? I don't like that laugh.
Well, half of 45 is 22.
No, it's 10, so he can slow down 5, so he's going to go really fast. And
So he's moving 50.
well, he's going to try and do a drifting turn. So that's a driving test, right?
Yeah. Piloting and
Intuition.
Yeah, good luck hitting that.
Piloting and intuition. What's his interval here? He's down to 50, so minus 4 dice, right? It's every interval after the first.
Yes.
So minus 5 dice. This is going to be fantastic.
I also get edge when I got getaway drivers. Yeah, I get to spend half edge on doing all the stuff to get away.
Where did I put my rigger? I feel like there's going to be an accident here. What happens when you fail a piloting test?
Basically equivalent of forced ram. It is in the CRB, so near the end.
I believe you lose control of the vehicle.
And what does that entail?
Forced ram, like Andrigger said.
What is forced ram? I don't remember that.
It means you do damage to anyone on board, and you do damage to the vehicle.
So you roll the vehicle.
Basically, you hit a wall or something.
You hit what you were trying to avoid.
Pretty much.
But you just have to get one hit to pull off the thing, right?
No, you have to hit the vehicle's handling, which on
okay.
GC Bulldogs is 5 on road.
Yeah, it's pretty
10
high.
off road. That's why I never get them. I always get the Jeep Trailblazer because it has 2 and 3.
But don't forget the control rig does reduce the handling effectively to make it easier.
That is true.
So I'm assuming he's control rig 3, right?
Control rig 5.
Wow.
You can have control rig 5?
He has a rating. He has a Proteus Poseidon,
Huh.
which is rating 5. But that's not the deduction.
Oh no, yeah, not that's the RCC, not the control rig, because the control rig's only up to 3, I think.
Yeah, the control rig is in
3.
the head.
Oh well, they don't even give the rigger a control rig. So yes, he has the best one because he works for God.
Oh, there you go.
Which
Oh no,
is
they did
3.
it. They gave him a rating 2 control rig. So he needed 5 minus 2, so he needed a 3.
Yes, and he got 1, right?
He got 1. He used his edge. So yeah, there's going to be pain. So what? How is this damage decided?
It is in the CRB. I'll reread.
He ran into the side of the building and may have slid a bit into this red car.
Alright, yeah, so it's on page 200. Should this test fail, the vehicle crashes, and those within must resist damage equal to the speed of the vehicle in meters per round divided by 10.
So DV5. Well, no, it's 0 now because it stopped.
It only stopped because it went from...
Oh, you and your technical stuff.
Its speed will be 0 after they do the damage.
So they just soak. They don't get anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no dodging a crash.
So the vehicle soaks. Ah, come back here. I closed the wrong window. It soaks all but 1, so it's fine. And the persons of interest inside it. I'm going to do GM rolls, and of course they're going to soak everything without any problem. And we established that was 5, right?
Yeah, should be.
And that's physical?
Physical, yes. It's basically deceleration damage, so it's...
Should I use the 6th world companion rules of armor helping with impacts?
There's a special thing in Double Clutch that you can buy that that adds.
Yes,
to
there
the-
is. It's like airbags, basically.
Pretty much. But I think it only rates up to 3, if memory serves. I haven't read it Double Clutch more than just a bit.
Okay, so things have been applied, damage has been applied, and that is its turn. See, this is a pain. Drones, they're going to shoot at your van.
And give our driver a lot of edge, right?
Is there
Yeah.
AR?
Well, they can't give him a lot. They're going to give him 1 edge, maybe 2 if they shoot twice.
But every time they shoot, they give him edge.
Well, up to 2 per round.
Is it 2 per round or 2 per...
It's 2 per round is how I understand.
Yeah.
You're not going to recharge 7 edge in 1 round. Why are my drones not popping up? Because I'm on the wrong layer? That was it. Okay, so... Grunt group shooting at Bulldog. They're of course going to hit with 1,000,000 hits. They're going to do semi-auto. And blam! So go ahead and dodge with your vehicle. I don't like you anymore.
Sorry.
And they are drones, so they get 2 actions, and blam!
Oh, got me one on that.
So what is your DR? It's ridiculous, right?
It's my intuition when jacked in, which is 7, and my piloting, which is 5, so it's 12.
Oh, it's a wash, so no... Wait, that's your... Isn't your DR the vehicle's body and whatever?
Yeah, it should be body plus...
Armor.
Well, then in that case, it's 32.
Yeah, I was just say it's stupid. So yes, you got 1 edge per shot. If you had not acquired edge already.
Okay.
So yes, so you have 2 edge. Would you like to use it, or are you just gonna eat this hit?
Sure, I'll use it. I'll make him re-roll a hit.
Just 1?
Probably
Alright.
wanted to reroll more than 1.
Well, as if I got 2. Oh, I can use all my other ones. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, re-roll all of them. I guess I got what?
Remember, it's only 1 edge per reroll for the...
Yeah, you got 2 edge this round, so it doesn't even cost you
Just
anymore.
use 2 edge. Yeah, I'll just use.
Okay, so I had it re-roll 2, and it got 1 hit, so it has 2 net. Wait, no, it was 4 to your 3, so yeah, it's a lot. You win.
Yay!
Actually, no, the drones win.
Oh yeah, tie goes to the attacker. So soak 5, which is gonna be funny.
That's the 20, right? My body,
It's the van soak button.
like that. Well,
Yeah, that's the one.
It didn't populate, so I had to put it in there. That's why I was asking. I thought it was just the body, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, that's there you go.
13 hits. That's nuts.
Do you think it's rolling too many though? It's rolling.
Yeah, that's 20 plus 20. That was too many dice.
Yeah, that's. Oh, okay. I thought I had to put the 20 in there. That's why.
No, that's a modifier in case for some reason you have like vehicle armor.
Oh, I got more. That's awesome.
No, it's still 20 plus 20.
You have to delete the 20 because it
I did.
started calculating.
Do I gotta like save it or something?
You have defense 32. That's wrong.
Yeah, I thought that was my.
No, that's all auto calculate.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was putting all. I thought it was. I had to put it in the bottom.
20.
There it is.
There it is.
Still enough, but we got to get these things right here.
I don't know how this sheet works. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's a complicated game, necessarily complicated sheet.
Programmed by an insane monkey.
Yes, Reverend, we had to look up the rules. I told everybody I don't know how to do rigging stuff, so we're going to learn tonight.
Yes.
And I didn't think about trying to make a turn, so I had them come in hot at 60 meters per round, and they were able to slow down 10 and then crash. This is against God. God should be tougher.
Listen, Rev, let me extend the invitation. You can come into the voice chat anytime you want and spectate and explain the rules to us, because that's what Chaz does to me every Tuesday night.
No, I make a point of being silent, even to the point of muting my mic sometimes. Don't even go there. I do not mansplain. I do not GM-splain. I don't do any of that. Because I don't know shit. Okay, so these 4 are going to shoot at the only target on the map, the van. And I need to pull them up. 4 in this grunt group. Maybe I shouldn't have done grunt groups, so I could just roll a bunch of dice and hope for luck. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to shoot with a Raiden in semi-auto. Bang. 3 hits. Obvious fail. Oh, I hate you.
Hit me. Hit me once. No, you still hit me. Tie goes to you, right?
Oh yeah, and you can't use any more edge. So yeah, soak 5. Because that's going to be a challenge. Because apparently God doesn't have a Vulcan cannon on top of their van.
It's only a panther.
4. Oh, even better.
I'm so glad I'm in Stiletto's form, because I don't want the heat from this.
That's guilt by association. Yes! Soak 7.
Oh, it's only 2, right? No, okay, you got you 5 plus 2.
Yeah. I'm just going by the stats the book told me. I may have to beef them up some.
Yeah,
I didn't realize the new rigger on the team was serious.
I mean, if you really want to hurt the vehicle, just change the drone's weapons to stick and shock.
No, they still have to penetrate the soak to do damage.
Soak on that one.
So 7 minus 4, you took 3.
Nope.
3p. And since I'm doing rules as written, they don't have that kind of ammo. They may next time. That is the quad runner's turn, and it is now Jack's turn.
How do I put that on here?
Make spirit send it up.
On the token, the green box or circle.
Oh, just the green. Okay, on the token. Okay.
Yeah, just do minus. What was it? -3.
3. So on the 18 is 3.
You can type -3 and hit enter, and it'll do the math, or you can type 1.5.
There you go.
Just remember to hit enter. That's what I always forget to do. I type in the number and click away, and I'm like, wait, what? Told you, I suck at this thing. Roll 20
So
hard.
that's why our enemies are always tougher than they should be.
It's always tougher than they should be, sure. He is going to roll 1,000,000. No, that's not 1,000,000. Try again.
In attribute mastery, so you can reroll one of those hits.
No, I can't. What?
You broke it.
I don't think it ever worked for that for some reason. Huh, interesting.
Alright, so I have, I believe, at least 2. Yeah, 3.
0 successes.
3. So yeah, minor action, he will just say, hey, here's a location, there's a deck there transmitting, use your electrical elemental attack and just fry that thing. Go through the astral until you get there and materialize right on top of it.
And you meant RCC, right? Not deck.
Yeah, RCC. I'm a mage, I don't know those things, just the
And
electronic device.
And you expect a spirit to know those things.
I mean, I'm hoping.
What kind of spirit is it?
Air spirit.
Oh, yeah, I see it above. Because you're going for the electrical damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that your turn?
Yep.
So it's quarter. We've been going for 2 and 3/4 hours. We could take a break, or we could just keep going. I'll give you a hint. This is the combat.
Let's take a short break.
Sure.
All right,
Say
we'll do.
Minutes.
No, 7 minutes. 7 minutes to be
Eight,
9:50.
9:51 it
minutes,
is.
got it.
Chuz, you're so predictable.
You're pretty predictable too. You know my obsession, and you just
You
try
could've
and
made it a
foil it.
2-minute break. You could have made it a 2-minute break to get us to 55.
Yeah, but that's not enough time for me to run to the bathroom. Well, I'd run there, but I wouldn't make it back. All
Only
right.
takes 21 seconds.
See you guys in just over 6 minutes. Remind me to change back to the screen when we get back, because right now it says we will be right back. AFK just a few minutes. I am back, and for anybody watching that wants to answer that, I'm testing the theory that the players are cheating.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I just feel like the whole trace icon and then send a spirit after the rigger / decker is against the spirit of the game.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about magic yet, so maybe I'll do a shaman one day. But I have nothing. I have no idea about this.
What's against the spirit of the game? Sorry.
The whole doing trace icon and then sending a spirit after the decker / rigger. It feels like it trivializes riggers and deckers. And just feeds into the whole magic run. Magic wins against everything.
Well, he could be in a specialized building that has mages to defend against said spirits. He does work for God, so.
The other thing is, he works for God. He's probably operating in someone else's pan, which means that the icon that gets tracked is probably not even going to take you to the rigger. It's probably going to take you to whoever's running security for whatever system he's running on. And
Exactly, we found God's HQ, which means we just need to nuke it from orbit and then we're fine, right?
Except God's HQ is in orbit.
So, it might be that the air elemental just starts flying up and then,
No, Just said it was within a kilometer.
I mean, space is within a kilometer, isn't it?
No, it's about 10 kilometers. Minimum. In fact, the official border is 100 kilometers straight up.
Never mind then. Clearly, my perception of how long a kilometer is very warped.
A kilometer is less than a mile, so. It's 1.6 kilometers per mile, per quote standard mile, and 1.8 kilometers per nautical mile.
Yeah, it's like 35 to 42 kilometers up is geosynchronous orbit, where things can remain without falling.
1,000. You forgot the 1,000 part of that.
Yeah, sorry, 36,000.
It is many.
Yeah.
There's a lot of noise.
The Earth's circumference.
Go ahead.
I was simply going to say the Earth's circumference is, well, they deliberately designed the kilometer to be 1/10,000th of the distance between the pole and the equator. So the Earth's circumference is roughly 40,000 kilometers because they didn't get it quite right.
I did not know that.
Yep, 1/10,000th. That was the definition of the original meter.
Can everybody that is back please put something in Roll20 chat?
It sounds to me like all they need to do to fix that is definition change.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'd have preferred it if they picked the kilometer so that 1 meter, so that the speed of light was exactly 3 by 10 to the 8 meters per second. Because we defined the second, or changed the definition of the second so that they're much rounder units, but instead we got 299 million, like 800 and something or other, blah 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 units, because they rounded it to the closest thing, because it was all, it can be whatever you like. A unit, any of the 7 base SI units can be whatever you want them to be. So they can be pounds or kilograms for mass. They can be meters or feet. It doesn't really matter. It's all, just an arbitrary conventions. Unless you go with natural unit.
I'd like my distance units to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, put the speed of light in there, so you divide it by the speed of light. Oh, it's like times it by the speed of light, and that's a valid.
Okay, so everybody is back. Shall we continue with how horribly your decisions are going to turn out?
Oh, you're talking
already. What are you talking about? The van's taken out, and we just need to outrun the drones, and we'll be fine, right?
which is like a specialty of mine. Come on.
Except Reverend may or may not have mentioned that, that spirit leaves an astral signature of its summoner.
True, but I'm assuming Jack knew what he was doing when he was
And
off.
just sent it after God.
I'm
No,
sure
I
it's
sent it
fine.
after an RCC of some rigger guy.
That belongs to God.
Well, you could say he didn't know, I guess.
Oh yeah, because I didn't know is always a good excuse for pissing off the government or the police or whatever authority figure, right?
Officer, I swear I never saw his badge.
Yep, it's true.
So it is.
I want Reverend to send me the CRB page that it actually talks about astral signatures and how they're summoned.
Pretty sure your magic leaves an astral signature regardless of what.
Yeah, it's
It sounds like addition bleed.
no, it's in there. I remember that. That's why you have like the masking and all the other fun stuff to deal with signatures.
Like astral chameleon, which is what Andriga's got.
Because
There's
that's
masking,
dangerous.
astral chameleon. There's a quality. That's the astral chameleon.
Yeah, I took astral chameleon precisely because I wanted her to be harder to track. And I do intend to take masking. There are two initiation things that are to do with that. One's masking, I think. One is one basically lets you look like a mundane, because that's eventually what I want to aim for when I initiate. Anyway, whose turn is it?
It is God's turn.
Well, that icon that's currently up there,
Obviously, went just before we went on break, right? Totally.
No, I just shifted it to that icon. Nice try. Okay, so I'm seeing Monty Python hup 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 as the soldiers pile out of the back of the van. That guy goes over there and he's gonna shoot at your van.
How dare he?
How dare? Uh-oh, I have too many recovery officers. I think these are M. Yes, they're M.
They're clearly just marching up and down the square, right? You mentioned Monty Python and what they're doing, so...
Yes, they're putting on a show for you. That's exactly what they're doing. No.
They're showcasing their silly walk.
And yeah, okay. So things are gonna happen. Where did I put that?
Yeah, by the one, which is the one that actually hurt my van?
The drones?
Yeah, I need to kill that drone, so that's why I was asking.
There are 4 of them. It was a grunt group. They were firing in unison. I should look up those rules because apparently, if you have everything fire at the same time, it becomes stupidly overpowered.
Do I know if the rigger's controlling all these, or I just assume he is?
I mean, rigger can only jump into one thing unless there's multiple riggers, but you would have no idea.
Yeah, my RC lets me jump into 15 things actually.
No, it lets you control 15 things.
Right.
Yeah, there's a difference between controlling and being jumped in, so...
Yeah, it lets you share
gotcha.
software with up to.
But if I'm jumped into my van, can't I? You're saying I can't jump into the thing that's in the van, so I can't be jumped into the van and run the gun.
You can.
The gun is part of the van.
Yeah, part of the band.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how because you're hot simmed in, you can effectively convert to get 2 major actions. One of those major actions can be shooting the gun, the other can be driving.
Okay.
You must do a driving check, otherwise we're pretty fucked, so...
Yeah, we're fine.
Pardon the pig Latin. I totally meant to keep it PG.
Yep. We're good.
He's gonna try something, and I don't have a dice roll for that. I'm stealing a character sheet. Do any of you have grenades?
Yes.
Who was yes? Kai?
Kai.
He is throwing a frag grenade.
I do not have any frag grenades. I only have stun and smoke.
Funny enough, I think he has the same pool as you.
Huh.
That's cool.
No, he has 2 more. So So I'm borrowing your sheet. This is a frag grenade, but it says...
And why did he throw it so far away from us?
Because he didn't want to eat it.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
that makes sense.
So for anybody watching, this is how you use the grenade scatter. You grab the little thingy and you drag it all the way to your token, and look, it's pointed. Well, I didn't hold it Alt. I failed. And he rolled a 7 on the scatter. So it goes 2 more meters away. Fantastic. We're going to put it there. So you guys are in the 8P. And I'm pretty sure a van doesn't get to dodge. So roll... Go ahead.
He technically does. It's his piloting plus intuition skill. It's standard defense
Yeah, like
test, I think.
defensive
It-
driving, really? Alright.
You get a defense against grenades?
Oh, I don't know about grenades.
I didn't think so.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's all it does is describe it. It's like their dodges, basically, is all it just.
Yeah, you're soaking against 8.
But if the van soaks at all, I don't think we have to make any soak, right? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, exactly. The van is the target there, so 9 against 8, so that's good. You soaked it.
Nice.
Take that, GM! Who says this is a cooperative game? It's us versus you. Mwahaha.
Hey, don't poke the bear, man.
Hey, we're already fighting God, you know, we might as well fight God.
It is... who did I just do?
I'd rather finish fighting one god before we start a fight with another.
I
This
mean,
one's
he
good.
controls the entire universe that our
This
players
one's
have.
going here, and he's going to do the same thing. Because they want you to stop. It is their job to stop you.
Are they using grenade launchers, man? Otherwise
Yes, they are.
I was gonna say, I'm like, they have really good arms. Otherwise, like that's.
It is an Ares Alpha underbarrel grenade launcher.
My other guys get one of this.
So I'm borrowing Kai
It
again.
requires exotic weapon proficiency, not athletics, which is what Kai is using.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, that cursed 3 hits again.
Thought it was considered heavy weapons. I didn't know.
No, it's an exotic weapon proficiency to use an underslung grenade launcher. Actually, grenade launchers in general require an exotic.
Yeah, I thought the underslung used the weapons skill.
No, apparently I don't know.
Not rules as written. At least that's not what the core rulebook says. There might be something else where it's errata.
Does it specifically say, like the Yamaha, you have to have exotic to use the Yamaha? Or does it say you have to have it to use grenade launchers? Because there's specific grenade launchers.
It says to use grenade launchers. Let me find it so I can give you the exact terminology.
I'm actually by there.
Because that makes my favorite weapon, the Yamaha, a little bit less useful. Though I usually use the shotgun part of the grenade launcher.
Same.
And that one bounced 3 meters away. And I used physics because I know how dare I. It bounced off the red car. So soaking, yes, you're soaking 8 again. Actually, yeah, you're soaking 8.
So,
You're just barely.
I'll explain my reasons why I don't use physics on those rolls, because that's where the grenade ends up, and that's what the scatter table gives you.
Right.
unless there's a physical wall,
Well, there was a car.
can't get through. Yeah, but
What I'm saying is his trajectory wasn't on so that it landed where he initially aimed it, his trajectory was so that it landed where it was supposed to, where the dice rolled it to. Not like it hit in the spot he aimed at and then bounced to it. That's just where it landed.
I think we both see it the same way, but differently. I see it as that's where the grenade ends up at the end. He may nail his spot, but unless he rolls perfectly, he's going to bounce it somewhere. Because you can't throw a round object onto concrete and have it not bounce, right? So the skill is making it end where you want it. So I guess what you're saying jives with what I'm saying, but yeah, it doesn't matter either way. It's still in the 8 range. I understand what you're saying, and it does make
Yeah.
sense. So that was his turn, and I'm just going to keep doing this because it's my best chance. So they got to come out and then run over here.
Yes, mwahaha, clump up.
What are you going to do? Run over and touch them?
I know this van has a Panther XSL mounted on it.
There's cover. That was 6 hits, so that's nice. Too bad the hits don't really help. It shrinks the scatter distance, doesn't it? It wasn't where I wanted it, but that's where I left it, so that's where it goes.
Oh.
All right, are you still in that one? Yeah, one more roll.
I did. I got 6. So I take 2.
Yeah. You soak 2, which you'll probably soak.
I thought I was soaking.
Oh, yeah. You don't get a defense. Yeah. So yeah, you're taking 2. I scratched the van.
That's not good. I'm trying to click on my icon. It's not working, but let me get a...
Would it be possible for me to use like shape metal to repair the van mid?
No.
Oh.
So me and that
On
chick is
page
gonna have some words.
258, it specifically says under launchers, exotic weapons skill is used for to fire launchers, and they can take top and under barrel accessories.
So
Launchers fire mini grenades and missile launchers launch missiles or rockets.
Well, the one I'm going on is Rev said grenade launcher is exotic weapon.
yeah, I'm going with that because what you read, I read that, and to me that was launcher specific, not underslung. But Reverend is the SRM guy, so I'll go with that.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
It just means my favorite weapon is slightly less my favorite, but still my favorite. That guy sprinted. And he does have enough, so he's going to just shoot at the... Not much he can do, really. He's going to shoot fruitlessly at the van.
My poor baby.
They're trying to stop this van. Oh, that was single shot, but that's fine. 4 hits. I mean... It's not a heavy weapon.
So I gotta soak. I'm like, all right. I'm just sitting there like, what?
Sounds like they could use a missile.
Oh, Tygo's the attacker. Soak 4.
He's rolling so.
Oh, you rolled soak.
Yeah, I am soaking.
Yeah.
I don't have.
You get to roll.
Yeah, you get to roll a dodge on this.
Oh, this one I get to roll.
Yeah, because it's not an area effect explosion. And I could be wrong that grenades you get a dodge against. I'm just spur of the moment saying no. If we find it in the rules, I will be corrected for later time. So you dodged it, because Ty goes to attacker, and then you soaked 4, so yeah.
Didn't dodge it, just soaked it.
You just absorbed it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's the hit ground thing, which is how you deal with grenades. So yeah, you don't get to dodge them, but you
I
can
didn't think
take
so.
a-
Now
yeah,
for
you can take
fun.
one.
That sounds correct.
Shadowjack, I'm borrowing your sheet.
No.
Yes. What is my dice pool?
I mean, is this way not an option to get out?
What is your summoning dice pool?
I don't know, is that a wall? I thought that was a wall.
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be Conjuring 5 plus.
6 magic, so 11. No, you've got yeah.
Yeah.
I'll ask him when we get there.
This is not going to end well. That wasn't terrible, actually. Oh, what is his his drain?
Is he a medic or a shaman? Because it would be willpower plus charisma for a shaman and logic plus.
Woohoo! So yeah, he has a spirit, and he tells it to do a thing, and it takes off after your spirit. Oh, and I've got.
Spirit duel.
Well, Skis is force 5.
Yeah, but if it's an earth spirit, aren't they allergic to each other?
No, it was an air spirit. Okay, that is his turn. Kai.
Yes. I am going to throw a stun grenade. If I can find it.
And the reason for people that are watching,
Yes.
for the people that were watching, the reason the sheet said stun and I was using frag is because the book says that they open up with frag grenades. So I'm assuming they have them, even though the stat blocks they tell me to use don't have them. And because I wanted them to have them, and I can do that.
Yep. Just can't take a break that doesn't end on a multiple. Five.
Exactly. There's some rules of the world that cannot be broken. Where are you throwing that grenade? You need to drag the token for grenades out.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the token.
It's in effect templates. It's like 2 folders above characters.
Yeah. Got it.
So where were you trying to throw that?
I want to throw it
I mean, don't worry about us. We've got cover from the van.
Yeah, stun's not going to hurt the van.
here.
So you're trying to get the 4 guys that are behind cars?
Yeah.
I would probably move it to about there.
Okay.
And you may miss these 2 closest to you because it's likely to bounce away from you. So closer to you would also be an option. Again, the van is going to absorb the brunt of a stun grenade.
Yeah, let's go here. Then.
And what are you doing?
This
Just chucking that out the window?
Probably is pretty safe.
Yeah, Kai's just gonna pull it off of their tactical harness and chuck it out the window.
Yeah, vehicles do not take stun damage, Reverend. We established that earlier. But if it's electrical, they take it as physical. So break out your stun baton to beat on drones. Wait, they do E? Yeah, they do E. Cool. Scatter direction. Uh-oh. Scatter direction of uh-oh.
That's no good.
1 or 12. That's my favorite.
10.
Yes.
That'd be south, wouldn't it?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
It's towards us, yeah.
No, it's actually off to the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's,
But it's quite a bit.
He got 4 hits.
Yeah, but it was scatter direction 10, bounce distance 4.
So it's gonna be.
I mean, when you look at the stream later, you can see it.
That's all right. That's still gonna stun.
I mean, when I admit to cheating, there's no real reason to check if I'm cheating.
yeah, no, it's
So you're going to catch, I'm going to say it's probably going to catch that guy. So those guys are in the,
Blast radius is
they're within the
15
6. Yeah, they're this. So the way the grenade thing works, for anybody that is not familiar with that, you'll see if you zoom out and look at the whole thing, you'll see the name like flash pack or stun or fragmentation or high explosive. Those are at the outer ring. So the way the damage works is the ground zero is the circle the grenade is in. And then your next zone is the 3-meter zone. And then the rest of it out to your radius is the third damage. So in this case, the stun goes all the way out to this ring here for 6S.
if the stun grenade had a 20-meter range, I think they have 15-meter range.
That's 15.
Okay, I thought you clicked out to the. You were in the part where I can't see.
Oh no! Sorry. I clicked out to the next to the largest range. Yeah, that one.
I have I have line of sight blocking stuff.
Yeah, I forget that I can see all this thing. So yeah, so you're actually going to catch everybody in the 6 range. So that's cool. And someone know offhand how hit the deck works?
I think it's a minor action, and then you basically get to move, if memory serves.
If they've already moved this turn, they cannot use it.
Okay, that's all I need to know. So
Or
they
the
just
The deck is just hitting the ground, and they get an additional negative. There's -2 on the attack, isn't it?
Hit the dirt, page 41. Let's take a look.
Yeah, there's hit the dirt, and then there's something else that lets you.
well, they all used all their minors anyway, so that's fine. We're gonna soak 4 times. I'm just gonna
Plus
start.
2 dice.
In the defense pool.
So the soak pool, because you don't get
Yeah.
a defense against a grenade.
Getting 2 dice on the defense test on incoming attack. Well, in grenade, you try to dodge out of it, and I don't know.
Well, that's
Avoid
their
Incoming is
avoid incoming and hit the deck are 2 options.
Hit the dirt, plus 2 dice.
But they've already used their movement, so they can't do avoid incoming, right?
Of an ink.
Wow, they were consistently crappy.
But not the crappiest. They could have all rolled zeros.
All right, Kai. Now with your next major action, do that again.
Pulling the grenade is at least a minor.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
That's if it's on some sort of a quick bandolier type thing.
Yeah, I just have it on my tactical harness for my combat armor.
Yeah, and I think the tactical harness makes it a minor. Throwing it's a major, yeah. But he didn't have it in his hand. Yes, minor to pull it, major to cock back and chuck. So unless you have another major and minor, then no.
No, I've got 3 minor actions, and I'll just take aim, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, fantastic. And I have to find where I put the turn order thing. There's too many actors. I don't like this. Andrigger.
I was totally always jumped into.
Yes, you were.
I want to, since I might as well go burst fire. Whichever ones have those grenade launchers, they're got to be taken out. So.
All 4 of those have them.
All right. So burst fire, I can do wide burst or something, right? So that I can hit 2 near 1.
Yeah, if they're relatively close together, sure.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind, this car, the yellow car and this red car down here are going to give some cover.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just do I'll do an SA instead, and just use my 2 major actions to target one each.
I was gonna say you've got a guy here that's right out in the open.
I'll go for the harder to hit one, because that way, somebody like Jack might, have an attempt at shooting one of them if he wants or whatever.
Okay, so tell me who you're shooting at, and then we'll roll some dice.
The 2 closest ones, I guess. So I've got the gas vent, which means I don't actually take an AR penalty for using SA. So I guess I'll just do my 2 actions as 2 SAs.
So what is your AR?
My AR, I believe, is 13.
So it's a wash. Nobody gets edge.
Cool. So I'll just blast them 2 SA.
I don't like that drone.
What you don't like is my high. What you don't like is my high engineering plus.
So I missed which ones you were shooting at. Which ones were they?
The harder ones to hit. So
You'll have to be specific. I'm not going to decide for you. So those 2 behind the car. Okay, we'll deal with the top one first. Oh, he dodged. And
actually, I will spend 2 edges to get him to re-roll 2. Because I got 1 edge from my analytical mind. In fact, I think we'll get 2 edges, right? 1 for each.
well, yeah, but we're doing one shot at a time here.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah. I'll just spend my analytical 1 plus my normal edge to get him to re-roll 2.
Okay, he wants you to re-roll 4. Because he doesn't want to die.
Well, that's selfish of him. I think he
I
should.
know. Well, he got 0 hits, so he's down to 3.
I mean, he's the one that should have thought about that before he,
And you're at 3, so... oh, no, wait. 7? Wait, what? Oh, 5 versus his 6. So he's down to 4, and you're down to 3. Okay, so still good.
Boo.
And the next one... oh, 3 versus your 7. Well, that's going to suck. Reroll 6. He only gets to do that once.
Oh, still hit you barely.
So 4, yep. So you're net 1, so 6S.
6S, yep. Gelling him.
So he takes 5. That's enough.
And that's pretty much all I can do. So.
You said that was gel?
Yes, it's gel.
Okay, that's important.
That's good sound effect. Right
And Andriga does have normal rounds, but she's only got 50, and she doesn't really like killing people, so...
So that is your turn?
That's my turn.
Kenichi!
All right.
You've had a lot of time to think, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm not sure how this is going to play out, but it seemed interesting to me.
Probably horribly.
Yeah, it's probably going to be horrible. Yeah, so the deck that we totally left upstairs.
No, you guys brought that with you.
Yeah, no, we totally left it upstairs.
No.
It comes back online and unsuccessfully tries to brute force the Riggers RCC.
We need to take the deck, though.
Yeah,
That was the whole
But-
point of the thing.
Hang on
We
a
had to
second.
take his
Apparently
deck
I
with
have
the
to roll this.
data.
No. We totally left it upstairs, and it's totally trying to brute force the RCC.
are you using 5 edge to do the special?
No, I'm using a complex form, and that did not roll properly.
I don't even see the roll because I didn't scroll again. Resonance Veil. So. Oh, I see.
I think. Let me double check here. Yeah, I did not include my specialization.
So roll 2 more dice. I'm not even sure how to adjudicate this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anybody that's able to perceive the Matrix, including the rigger, notices that deck has come back online and is taking hostile actions, but not actually able to do anything. It's just attempting it.
And it says the threshold is your net hits.
Yeah.
So he's got to get 4 on his Matrix Surge.
Well, they get to roll the resonance or the intuition plus data processing, and then any hits that.
Oh, okay. So that's the step I was missing.
Yeah.
So DP plus int. So you're at 2 net. Good, you took fade for that. So now he has to do a matrix perception to see that it's not real.
Right, but that's also the action matrix perception. If anyone thinks that that's not real, they can take the matrix perception action to see through it.
Basically, just chewing through his.
But he wouldn't do it now. He would have
yeah.
to do it on his turn.
Oh, okay. So it's not a defense of it. Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
You're using. It wasn't registering. It's an illusion. You're confusing him basically. Okay. Yes. So we will re-roll that on his turn.
If they decide they want to.
That's pretty smart. I like that.
Yeah.
I will give you an edge for thinking to use it that way.
And combined with the air spirit trying to brick his, or
Yeah, he's probably having mild panic attack when it gets there.
All right. So my minors, I'm going to also have my crack sprite that I have do Phantom to conceal my persona. So let's see. No, so my persona can only be perceived with a matrix perception, and then the sprite can roll dice to try and stop it, but we can deal with that later. I'm just trying to...
You're trying to protect yourself.
Yes. And do I get the feeling that these drones are operating on autopilot? They're not jumped in.
They're not jumped in.
But they're being
You had your initial perception was 5?
3
3?
these.
I'm not going to give you that much information. You don't know if there's individual controllers or if they're on dog brain or what.
Okay.
Because there's 3 options. They're either dog brain, somebody owned it, said go kill things. They're remote controlled by the RCC, or they're jumped in.
Okay. Well, I will just command my machine sprite to attempt to override, and probably won't work.
What are you trying to override?
This drone right here.
Okay. Go ahead and have roll its thing. What's the defense on that?
It is.
I suppose you didn't put. Didn't put that in the text.
No, you didn't put any of the text. Device rating plus firewall. So, yeah.
What is device rating on a drone? It's its sensor, isn't it?
I think they have specific device ratings, don't they? It might be sensor, yeah.
No, drones don't have specific device ratings that I've seen.
It sounds like it's probably sensor.
Pilot. It's pilot. Thank you. This is why we pay you to watch. And I need to find my rigger.
Well, we pay him in comedic activities.
Yeah, he watches these clowns that don't know how to play the damn game.
Trying to argue about the rules.
What? Yeah.
I feel like we're actually one of the more experienced groups out there.
Yeah, but we still don't know what we're doing. What did you say? I'm opposing with Kenny?
Device rating plus firewall.
So that would be his RCC, which I didn't tell you that, but yeah.
RCCs definitely have device ratings.
I rolled the 11 dice for 11. So it did resist.
Can I use my edge on that
No,
for my sprite?
no. Only spirits get edge. And they only get edge if they're free spirits, I think it was, or if the summoner gives them edge at a cost of 2 to 1.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go find my end of turn button, and that's all for Guinea.
Excellent. Dalmatians. Which one are those? I have too many things. Go back to being can I go back to being a player?
I know we
They're down
started
in the
this
south.
combat at like 8:30, and we just finished the first full round.
Where is my... Oh, the Dalmatian. They're way down here. That's why. They're the stupid slow thing. They might get there by the time the fight's over. I'm just going to take them out of initiative because they're too far away to be enacted. Clutch, it is your turn.
All right, so like, how's the roads go out over here? Is there's like, if I keep going straight back, does that go off of the?
If you go straight back, you're going to run into a purple taxi.
No, I meant like, you know, if I go.
I don't know. Well, you'll have to try, won't you?
Well, I mean, is there a street there, or what? Like, what's over on?
There are streets on all sides, and there's
Okay.
fence. There's like chain link fence that may or may not be
All right,
of any resistance.
that was my but
Yeah, this was basically like an empty lot surrounded by street.
And a chain link fence.
Yes. That is rusty, and who knows if it'll give much resistance.
I was gonna say with the bulldog, if we get any type of speed going, I don't feel like we should have to roll against the chain link.
So
fence.
I got 8 now, so I go 15 more onto the 8, so I go 23.
You're going 15 now because you accelerated at 15 last round. So you're accelerating another 15, so your speed will be 30, but you're only going another 8. So you'd go 8 meters more. No, you go 15 plus 8, so 23 meters.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. So almost off the map. And you know how to rotate the van, so you can rotate it how you want. If you hold Alt, you can rotate it a little bit more than 45 degrees at a time.
How difficult is this driving test to get through that little gap? I mean, the gap is wide enough for you to turn. this way.
It's relatively straight. I don't think there's going to be a real driving test involved. I mean, he's driving backwards, but what's your pilot skill?
My pilot skill is 5 plus my intuition of 7.
And do you have ground vehicle spec?
Plus my control rig, which is 2, so 14, I guess.
And the handling of a bulldog would be 2. So yeah, go ahead and do your pilot test and beat 2.
Don't forget the handling goes down by his control rig.
That's why I said 2.
2 more dice. I don't know. It didn't ask me if I get more dice, but whatever. Let me go 2 here.
Oh, when I used your sheet, I turned off modifiers because I thought I had turned it on.
Oh, okay.
Now, clutch. Did you have double clutch?
I have double clutch, yeah.
All right.
I just
Well, I have all the books, and they are available in the lobby as Roll20 PDFs.
I have it, but I got it like last week when I decided I was gonna roll a rigger, and I've been working all this overtime, so I haven't got a chance to read everything. So I'm
Yeah, you may, and I will. If you continue as part of the cast, I will probably let you modify your character once. Once you've read Double Clutch, you may want to do some of the fun custom maneuvers.
Yeah, I mean, I got getaway driver, so I got a bunch of half cost on edge things. But
Were you going to do anything else? Fire your gun, anything like that?
I pretty much have to because I have road rage, which means I'm angry at that rigger's drones that shot me, and I'm gonna assume that guy is, I guess it's his drone. So yeah, I'm totally shooting him.
Was it the humans who were shooting the grenades?
Everything was shooting at him.
Yeah, but the first thing that hurt me was the drones, so I have to shoot at the drones, otherwise I can't spend edge, basically.
Oh, that is a fun quality.
Yeah. So until that drone is dead, I can't spend edge on anything else. So.
That was why you asked me which one. Okay. Well, it was the drone group, so you don't know which one, but you can assume whichever one drops first. I'll let you get away with that.
I'm gonna assume because I'm a rigger. I'm assuming the rigger is the one controlling the drone. So I'm assuming if I shoot the rigger, it's gonna hurt because of the drone.
Well, the rigger is nowhere to be seen. He's kilometer away.
I'm just gonna assume he's in the van though, right? I don't know where he is.
Okay. So you're gonna.
The rigger's in the so I'm gonna shoot the van.
Oh, okay.
That's
Excellent.
That's what he would do because he's like angry at the rigger and he thinks he's still in the van.
I like it. Go for it.
I just accidentally closed the things. I closed all my sheets. 1 second.
I like that quality. I don't remember reading it, but I like that. It's funny.
Double clutch. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I read the whole book, but I read it once, so it didn't all sink in. Most of it didn't.
That's a cool quality, though.
Yeah, it's fun. Road rage. It's like me, but in Shadowrun.
It's the first. That's my guy. That's what I got.
7 hits.
Assuming it's at like longer range, but
Versus 6, you've got 9p, and it's going to try and soak that. Wow, so it took 3p?
So they don't have any more edge to spend to get rerolls or anything?
No.
that's stupid, right?
Well, it's AR versus DR. Wouldn't you gain at least 1 edge from it?
What was your AR?
My AR, what depending on what range it is.
You would have been near.
This is still considered near to that truck.
Yeah, near is up to 50 meters from like 3 or whatever. On the character sheet, if you hover over it on the core tab, it'll tell you.
It's the second slash because the first slash is close.
Right, so it's so it'd be 9.
9.
7 when it goes to auto, semi-auto, which is what I fired at.
So 7 versus. Yeah, a bunch. Yeah, so okay, so there was edge, but yeah, the rigger still jumped into the bulldog because it's not his turn yet to back out. So yeah, he got an edge, but he's not going to use it.
He's freaking out about the spirit, huh?
Well, the spirit hasn't arrived.
Cool.
I mean, it's going to take a round to get there, so it'll get there this round. Then it has to materialize. Clutch, anything else?
Nope, that's my 2 major. I got a minor, but yeah, nothing to do with it. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay, abandoned ship. That's a minor, right? Jumping out is a minor, or is it a major?
I think it's a minor. Let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong. I'm not in the world book. I'm in double clutch.
Regardless, he's only going to be able to hop to another thing anyway, because he's at best. So that's his turn.
Minor.
Oh, switching between 2 drones that are on the same RCC is a minor action if that's what you're after.
Okay, so he can switch and then do an attack?
Yeah, he can minor action to switch to another drone that's on the same RCC, and then yeah, major to attack.
Excellent. Okay, so I don't know how fast these were going. I'm going to assume that kind of fast. We were probably going 40, so we're going to move over to here. And we're going to move over to here, actually, and shoot the van with my riggers, which probably suck compared to the, the drone. It's engineering, right?
It's your engineering and logic skill. Or wait, no, you're shooting, right?
Yeah.
Mounted is engineering plus logic.
Yeah, engineering
Plus control rig.
So
control rig. So 2 for your control rig.
So your truck, I'll roll 2 more. Dodge 3. I don't know why I'm trying, but they want to stop this vehicle, and this is their only option.
wrong one I'm hitting. Sorry, 1 second.
That's okay. It's probably going to completely ignore the 3. But you never know.
I was doing the...
I've seen 0 hits on a 19 dice pool.
That's when you realize that you have spent your edge very poorly.
Right? Yes, you also... you're jumped into the van, you got an edge.
All right.
If you hadn't gotten 2 already.
I got 4 hits to dodge.
We're going to do the same thing again with another rotodrone that's not using the rip. 4 hits, so dodge and then soak.
There you go.
So 3 hits, dodge and then soak.
So next one.
That is it for that. Quad rotors. I tire of this. I'm going to do one more round of this, and you get off the map and you're scot-free. Well, we may have to deal with a spirit and whether there's repercussions from that. So they're going to move. They're going to attack as a group.
To be fair, it'll only be a problem if God encounters Jack later and realizes he's got the same astral signature.
Or they search for him.
That's true.
Can I not have the I don't even want to ask it.
Go ahead.
I want to use a task on the spirit to have it erase its own astral signature.
I mean, spirits can scrub the astral, right?
Yes, any dual-natured creature can, I'm
And I
pretty sure.
still have 2 services left, so as long as we make sure it lives.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure the spirit shares your astral signature. If
It does.
Astrally perceives it.
So basically, you're going to ask it to clean up after you. I feel like there's an ass rep penalty there. Go ahead and defend against 6 hits with that invincible van.
It's also a case of if they astrally perceive the spirit and sense it, then they will get the astral signature.
And in that case, they have the signature, but they still would have to see you to know it's you.
Yes, so it's only if they see you later. So they'll be able to, whoever astrally senses him will be able to...
In my mind, if the spirit actually engages, then there's a heat penalty. Whoa, okay, so soak versus 8, unless you'd like to use edge. You did gain another edge if you haven't gained 2 already.
I cannot until I kill that rigger.
Oh yeah, you can't use them. Well, that was nice. So 3, 8, you just soaked it all. I don't like you anymore. Guys, I'm sorry. Next week you're going to have a different new runner. This one cheats too well. Jack, what would you like to do? Knowing that you're probably going to be scot-free here momentarily.
I'm gonna summon another spirit.
Oh, goody. Knock yourself out. No, literally.
Summon a spirit to stop your first spirit, huh?
No, I'm gonna summon a spirit to just clean everything. What would be a good spirit for that? Water?
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. I don't know. Task spirit?
I'm gonna go with water.
It's gonna roll 6 hits. Nope.
Yeah, but remember, only those that sense your spirits would pick up your signature, so provided your spirit kills anyone that senses him.
So this spirit, I'm just gonna have it go around and just clean up all of our astral essences and any physical. So task 1, all of our astral essences. Task 2, any physical evidence left behind by us, and then task 3, go ahead and scrub the astral essence from the other spirit as well.
Okay. Resist your drain. I mean, I know it's gonna be hard.
Yes.
I sense that Shadowjack is tired.
It's Friday. It's been a long week. I'm gonna buy a car.
And helpful hint, that's a thing that deckers / technomancers can do as well, cleaning up after themselves.
Well, mages can technically clean up after themselves as well, so you don't have to use a spirit, it just requires your actions, and it's all the action economy. Because I'm pretty sure cleaning up an astral signature for one spell is like a major action, so if you want to do that for every spell or whatever you use, it kind of piles up.
Okay, God guys are going to fire uselessly at the van. I'm narratively ending this.
Gave yourself too many pieces and you got tired of using them, huh?
I didn't give myself too many. Well, they're fruitless against the bulldog. The bulldog still has 13 body left, or physical left. And that's after they threw grenades.
Well, if you blew up my bulldog, I'd be complaining to that guy give me 3,500 UN for like stupid.
Well, you can still repair it. It just might take a while.
I'm just saying, it's like I was way underpaid.
So you're not going to stay to engage, correct?
No, we're going.
You're GTFOing.
Yeah.
Run away!
In the GTFO mobile.
Now, I want to point out that other than astrally projecting into the place, I never showed my astral signature anywhere.
Yeah, you didn't cast any magic this time.
I didn't cast any magic. I didn't do anything that could...
Well, correction, you didn't cast any exterior magic. You cast on your friends.
That's true. I did boost my... Before we got there, I boosted my...
Yeah. So, okay, so we're going to go back to the city map. Where is that? And I apologize to all the viewers for that awful map, but I wasn't even going to have one, and I made that today. Those cars were terrible.
It's fine.
We have 6 viewers. How do we have 6 viewers?
I think my fiance's watching us too.
And I said hi, people, but also hi, Reverend.
Everyone make sure you click the little heart that says follow.
Yeah. Ski wants the reward for the D&D and the Shadowrun teams. You guys are we're at 23 followers out of 25. Twitch says I have 25, but I think that's because one is me.
2 more followers.
And one's technically me because she's watching it on my TV.
But did she click the heart? That's the thing that matters, the follow.
I will go make sure she clicks the heart.
I mean, I don't care. It's up to you. If you don't want to follow it, that's cool. We're just putting it out there because there's very little Shadowrun content. That's how these videos somehow get like 20 to 30 views within a week or so. You know, even bad Shadowrun content is better than none.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we do all right. We have fun, and that's the point.
I mean, rule 0.
Exactly.
Yep. We are using the rules to the best of our ability to have a good time. So, you have escaped God somehow.
GMC, baby, GMC.
I don't know, I hear there's another runner group who really like their Ford Americar.
Yeah, I might upgrade eventually, but that's what I got now.
That's a running joke with the 6 Sides of Gaming guys. One of their players, their PC is the detective. He's just a huge fan of the Ford Americar.
Ford America.
I can see a list. Wait, what? Oh, I see a little thing, users in chat. Oh, it does show me people. Oh, wow.
8 people, and that doesn't even include me. Huzzah! I will not bow to the peer pressure. I will not get a Twitch account.
That's nuts. It shows that there's 11 people. Dodge Scoot is the most Shadowrunner of all vehicles. One of our players on DWB RPG plays the troll on the Dodge Scoot, and it is awesome.
I mean, that's just a pink Mohawk vehicle if I've ever seen one.
It is. No one expects trouble when that comes rolling up. So, what are you guys doing after eventually outrunning God and drones.
We gotta get rid of this deck, isn't it? Like hat and stuff.
Well,
I
that-
feel like we
We
should
gotta call Lady Stiletto.
make sure that we've done as much as we can to shake God before we make contact with Lady Stiletto.
Have you turned
Do you have a
off the
certificate?
deck?
I'd assume so, right? Wouldn't that be like one of the? I mean, we know enough about decks and matrix perceptions to know to turn it off so that it's harder to track, right?
One would hope so.
I mean, we've got multiple people with at least electronics 1, so
Yeah, and
I got
we
you.
were specifically getting it off the Matrix to get it out of there, I feel.
Yes, so it's powered off. You hand it to her and say, by the way, God was playing with it. It's on her. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I just, I feel like we should make sure to cover our tracks before making contact. I feel like we did that already, cleaning up.
You did astrally. Did you do anything matrixly? That's a word in my vocabulary.
I rolled
I
a
did-
thing, because apparently I can do that.
Oh, I see that. I didn't see it when you rolled it. Yes. Is there a chart on that? What is the versus? Who is it versus?
I don't know. Willpower plus firewall. Let me track down the text again really quick.
Well, there was nobody there, so
does the GMC Bulldog have a spoof kit
Oh.
as part of it?
Of course, I have a spoof kit. That's crazy. Not having a spoof kit. That'd be crazy.
what's the spoof kit do? Full grid guide?
Morphs the license plate and it changes the IDs on your plug-in chips and it sends like fake sins over.
So you're the reason I keep getting tickets from the Easy Pass that I don't even own.
Yes.
I see. Funny story, my neighbor keeps getting notifications that he didn't pay his Easy Pass for his car trailer, or his RV's trailer, and the pictures that they send are somebody on a motorcycle.
Well, obviously motorcycles have trailers. Everybody knows that.
I mean,
They're just invisible.
if you don't drive your motorcycle with the trailer attached, are you even driving a motorcycle?
Right? I mean, it's only a two-wheeled vehicle. It's not a four-wheeled vehicle. So you're taking time to erase your matrix signature. Probably going to have your sprites help you with that, I imagine.
Yeah, if possible. I don't know what all they can do.
Well, they can help you with rolls if nothing else. So that
Yes,
gets
exactly.
taken care of. The astral gets taken care of, and you call Stiletto, and she answers. So what do you got? Hello? Is this a crank call? I don't care about auto warranties. And she hangs up.
We can inform her that we have some hardware and some meat to turn over.
Meat.
It was took body.
Why would you do that?
You told us to recover as much as we could.
Okay, so you can almost hear her making a mental note. These guys are literal.
Well, okay, so
Hell,
Jack will,
she could have a
Jack
data
will
tag.
smooth the waters. Listen, we already know this guy has some cyberware. It's possible he has some type of headwear that has some data storage in it that you could extract even more information out of. I mean, it's a grisly task, but you said get the data out, and we did our best.
Okay, well, meet me back at Sam's and I'll buy another lunch. Actually, no, I won't. Meet me behind Sam's. Because, we're not going to weekend at Bernie's. Poor Mr. Miller.
Yeah, you bring a big cooler.
She sighs audibly over the Matrix connection. Fine. I should charge you for the cooler.
Well, also it makes it easier to believe that he ran off with his deck. If we'd have left the body, then they'd know somebody had taken the deck.
Okay, so she meets you behind the diner. Are you going straight there?
No, not straight, but we will try and lose any potential trail.
I should say immediately there. As in, with haste.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not setting you up, honest.
I mean,
Yeah,
gotta get rid of the meat before it starts to smell.
Yeah, well.
exactly.
No, that takes days.
It better not be dripping in my car. Just saying.
Can I do a biocheck test to see if there's anything that she doesn't need, like use cyberware, because that sells well, right?
Oh my god.
No,
Hey, she doesn't kill anyone, but they're already dead. You'd be ashamed to waste the carcass.
Kai is definitely gonna stop that.
Maybe not in the van, okay?
Kai's like, I'll put giant holes in people, but stealing their parts is a step too far.
Hey,
I love the
Kai
exact
is all
opposite
about
morality.
Kai is all about making stiffs. Kai is not about cutting up stiffs.
Leave that to, you leave that to Taminus, do you?
Yes.
Which may be where this poor sod ends up.
Look, everyone's got to make a living.
Taminus does not ask questions. So she meets you behind the Sam's number 3. And quickly, I need you to explain in detail exactly what you saw and if you saw any data.
I mean, we didn't bother to check any data.
Did you get any data discs or anything like that? Chips? Hardware?
Yeah.
You grabbed everything that was there.
Okay, well, I'll need that. And she looks in the back of the van, sighs again, looks intently at the body, and then says, yeah, get rid of that somewhere.
You're not gonna check it for the wear?
I just did.
Alright.
And she gives you your payment plus a bonus. She gives you the 5,000 bonus.
5,000 each.
Nice.
No, it's 5,000 total. It was the bonus you would have had if you'd recovered Miller alive.
Oh, she gave it to us anyway?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she didn't expect you to have to go up against God.
Oh, that's
So
fair.
we got 3,500 or 4,500.
You were supposed to get 3,500, but you actually got 4,500. I'll give you the picking up the pieces here in a minute.
Cool.
Alright, who knows a good organ legger? Because, I mean...
Well, you already know that there's a hospital that's known to deal with Taminus.
Hey,
this
I know
guy's
a street
obviously
jack.
got a cyberjack. We might get some cash off that.
Keep in mind, that's not exactly happy. People love to hear about that stuff kind of activity.
Yeah, I got a street doc that could probably take something down for you.
I mean,
find a Ripper Doc.
the other thing, though, is how much of this wear is going to have a matrix signature that God might be interested in.
Not... I mean...
I'm sure we can change that too.
We're not keeping the wear. I just want to sell it.
That's somebody else's problem. It's what they get for getting used wear, right?
I'm sure
exactly.
whoever would offer us a good price for it will clean it.
And the ghouls are always hungry if the organ, what are they, bootleggers, I believe is the term for them in Shadowrun?
Organ leggers.
Organ leggers, yeah. Yeah, if they don't want anything, then the ghouls will be happy for it, right?
I mean, they'll eat the meat, I guess.
Well, we already know that there's a place that sells meat for ghouls, right? That's on Paradise Lane.
I'm sorry, was that directed to me?
Yeah, don't talk to him.
would-
He's doing mental tasks.
It was just a generic question. I'm pretty sure I'm right in that. I vaguely remember you mentioning it.
I would agree with you.
Probably.
You guys need to try harder. You haven't gotten any heat yet.
Or we're trying hard to avoid heat.
Like I said, you need to try harder. You haven't gotten any heat yet.
I mean, The heat, guidelines are just that. They're just guidelines. I mean, if you really feel the need.
Well, I thought about it because of all the grenades flying, but then I realized that only one of those was you guys.
So, in reality, like, how much would God be able to track any of that back to us?
Well,
That's not the question.
you specifically tried to clean up after yourself. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt there. It wouldn't have mattered because I would have given you a +2 heat modifier if you hadn't instead of +1. So you would have been 8. 9's the threshold on the 2d6. So basically, you could be perfect and still have a solid chance of getting heat. It's just 9, 10, 11, or 12. Did I lose you guys?
Yeah,
No, we're
still
we're
here.
we're, we're
It's getting
listening.
late.
There wasn't any real interaction with contacts other than quick phone call, get an answer, and hang up. So no individual favor. You all get 1 favor point with stiletto. And I will show this to you so I don't have to read it all to you. The Nuyen is each. Let me put that on there. So 4,500 Nuyen, 6 karma, 1 reputation because no fatalities this time, and 1 favor point with stiletto. And their information is there, and I will share the contact with you now.
Well, good. I could get a perception skill, which is probably going to come in handy.
And it is 11 o'clock, so that was right on 4 hours. I guess I chose to give up in just the right time. I'm getting better at this. Thank you for the people that watched, even if you were forced to watch by some of the players.
She wasn't forced to watch. She wanted to watch.
Something that may or may not be interesting to you guys, because this whole streaming thing is just, it's numbers and it's interesting to me. One of the achievements that they put in front of you is average viewers per stream, and we achieved 3.0 last stream yesterday, and tonight we'll push that even higher. So that's kind of the only thing we have left is we need 50 followers, and then we can actually be monetized like that matters.
Holy hell.
Yeah, only 50 followers. Hey, DWB can't be affiliate, I think, or no, partner, because he has to have an average viewership of 75 per stream.
Oh man.
So if you ever see DWB streaming, give him a watch. Even if you're not actually paying attention, click on it and watch. Because he throws all the money that comes into the charity stuff and supporting the DMs on the server.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I hope it was fun. I enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. Fun fact, next weekend I'm going on a cruise, so I'll be doing this and then going straight to bed and driving to West Palm Beach afterwards.
Oh.
Nice.
By the way, if anybody's watching or currently playing is veteran, first responder, law enforcement, or educator, the Margaritaville at Sea cruise line is giving away quote-unquote free cruises.
Really?
They are 2-night, 3-day cruises. It's just a booze cruise from West Palm Beach to Freeport, Bahamas. And you still have to pay the port fees and taxes and the gratuities. And of course, if you drive, you have to pay parking at the port. But like for me, I'm 95 miles away, including the cost of trip insurance and everything. I'm looking at like $270. And your food and your normal drinks, not alcoholic drinks or sodas, are included. So
Nice.
it's just something, if people are interested in that kind of thing, it's an opportunity. I figured I'd share it. And I'm not even sponsored by them.
All right.
That being said, thank you for watching, everybody. We're going to show the nice little stream over screen because it was recommended I have one of those. It says stream ended. Thanks for watching. and I'm going to press the stop streaming button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.